taking personal readings at this time. Please do not get scammed by people posing as me in the comments section. Hello, beautiful souls, and welcome to my channel, Roseology. So today's pick a card reading is all about the cosmic rewards, blessings, and good news coming to you guys this spring season over the next 3 months. So here in the Northern Hemisphere, we are moving into the spring season at the end of March. But no matter where you are living in the world, this reading will apply to you in terms of like the good news and positive developments and cosmic blessings on their way to you over the next few months. The biggest reason for this reading is I was inspired by a reading that I did on Patreon where I looked into the energetic or the cosmic forecast for each zodiac sign for the next 3 years, because we have Saturn and Pluto both moving into brand new signs in the month of March. We have Saturn ingress Pisces on March 7th, the day of the Virgo full moon, and we have Pluto ingress Aquarius on March 23rd. So both of these planets moving into new signs is a huge deal in astrology, because Saturn spends around 2 to 3 years in each sign, and Pluto spends anywhere from like 15 to 20 years in each sign. So these are really big cosmic developments in the skies happening in the heavens. And so while there's going to be a big shift in energy and vibration, this is also talking about some cosmic rewards that Saturn and Pluto will be blessing us with after a period of endings and closure, because endings always bring new beginnings, because the universe is balanced like that. So it doesn't take things away without giving us something in return. And this is why I wanted to look into the cosmic rewards on its way to each of us. So there are 4 piles here today, and of course you may be drawn to more than one, but I ended up pulling a lot of cards for each pile. So there's a lot of messages in each of these piles today, and I tried to get as descriptive and as detailed as possible. So let's just jump straight into the disclaimers and the meditation. So obviously this is a general reading, meaning that it will resonate with who it is meant to resonate with. Tarot does not control or dictate your life. If you hear something that you do not like and think that that is your only possible reality, then you are not using my readings correctly. I conduct these readings for confirmation and not answers. So if you hear something for the first time, do not take that message without receiving further confirmation from your higher self and spiritual team. Realize that at the end of the day, your free will and what you choose to do with it will determine your life's outcomes, not a pick a card reading on YouTube. So please be responsible and accountable for your own actions, and use this as a guide to help decipher the messages that your spiritual team has been trying to send you all along. Now, if you would like to participate in this meditation, again, this is a general reading for the collective. So in order for this reading to resonate with you personally, you have to be personally synced into the energy of this reading. To help you do that and to help you select a pile with your third eye and not your physical ones, I'm going to be offering a 60-second meditation. Halfway into that meditation, I will be placing crystals for my clairvoyants. I like to pick piles with objects on them. And after the clairvoyant pile selection, there will be a clairaudient selection where I play a different tone for each pile, and you can select a pile based off of which tone resonates with you the most. So if you're drawn to another pile, that's because there is another message for you in that pile. If you're ready, get into a relaxed position. Become aware of your entire body, starting with your feet. Work that awareness up in sections from the feet to the head. Then take a deep breath in through your nose, around 5 seconds. Hold that breath for 3 seconds, and then exhale for 6 to 7 seconds. Then ask your guides, spirit ancestors, the universe, or all of them to connect you to your higher self so you can receive confirming messages as to the cosmic rewards, blessings, and good news on its way to you for the spring season or the next 3 months. So this is pile number 1, pile number 2, pile number 3, and pile number 4. On pile 1, I'm not entirely sure what this crystal is. It kind of looks like pyrite, but this is what we have for pile 1. On pile 2 is apophyllite. And pile 3 is green gold citrine. And on pile 4, I'm not sure the name of this stone, but this is what we have. All right, pile 1, welcome to your reading. So we are starting off with your tarot cards. Then I'll be pulling additional oracle cards to check out what cosmic rewards and blessings are coming to you this spring season of 2023, which will here in the Northern Hemisphere anyway, that starts at the end of this month, which is around like March 20th. So no matter where you are in the world, this is like something. These are rewards and blessings and good news coming to you very soon. So whether you're moving into the spring season or not, this is just like rewards, blessings, all the good stuff coming to you guys very soon. So let's get started. Very first tarot card that we have for you is Strength. And then we have the Lovers. And then we have the Six of Wands. And they're all upright. So I'm not entirely sure if this could like get any better for you, pile 1. Pile 1, you guys have had to be very disciplined, and you have had to deny yourself of certain pleasures and desires with the Strength card right here. Some of you guys have even had to find ways to almost convince yourself that something that's better for you or healthier for you is something that you want to do. So it's almost like trying to like convince yourself that like, oh, I love eating like, I don't know, vegetables or like a cleaner diet, even though at the beginning maybe you didn't like it. Or I love waking up early in the morning so I can get like more studying done. Like you guys have had to maybe like convince yourself that you enjoy doing, that you enjoy getting more disciplined, or you enjoy doing things that are going to set you up in the long run, or that you enjoy doing things that don't bring you like that instant gratification. With the Strength card right here, you've had to restrict yourself in a lot of ways, and you have done that. So beginning with Strength, some blessings coming in for you guys for the spring, or maybe even the month of March, whenever it is that you're seeing this. This card here, Strength, is totally talking about the Saturn ingress to Pisces happening March 7th during the Virgo full moon. So when Saturn, the planet that rules time, karma, restriction, and responsibilities, moves into a new sign, it frees up those like provisions and limitations that it held in that previous energy. So with Strength here, some of you may have strong like dominant Capricorn placements. You could be a Capricorn sun, or Saturn could be moving into or exiting your 5th house, or making some strong aspects to that house or your sun solar energy. But either way, March is the beginning of a new era for you, where whatever you have had to work extra hard for, it's like things start happening or flowing effortlessly for you. Whatever you've been working towards, you're going to start to see like the fruits of that labor, essentially, with the Strength card right here. Saturn has some awards coming to you for sure. You made some reductions somewhere as well. It could have been financially or like socially. Maybe you stopped hanging out with certain friends or partying on the weekends. Maybe you've been all about your job or education. Maybe you have had to cut back spending to pay off debts. Maybe you made like cutbacks with your health or diet in some way. But these restrictions, whatever they are, they changed a big part of your life and your energy. And you didn't have much of a choice with Strength right here. You had to make the sacrifices or learn to be more disciplined, and you didn't have room to complain. You just had to get something done for the sake of something else. Some of you could be coming out of your Saturn return. March will be the beginning of you seeing that area that you had to be extra controlled or reserved start to ease up a lot. Gradually, the sacrifices that you have had to make will begin to lessen big time in March. For a lot of you with the Lovers here, it could have had something to do with romance, relationships, or just socializing in general, especially with the 6 of Wands right here. Maybe you guys had to cut off like dating and socializing and going out and just being free and just doing whatever you wanted, so you could focus on maybe like your job, your career, your home life, your health, your family, something like that. Like somewhere you had to stop putting time and maybe effort into something else so you could focus elsewhere. And this wasn't, it's like your fun took a hit. So that's why I feel like you guys' Saturn is either moving out of your 5th house, or it could be moving out of that house that your natal sun placement is in. So like, let's just say like you were born, like your astrological chart, your natal sun is like in your 8th house. Maybe Saturn is leaving your 8th house area because this feels like it's your social life, and maybe like your dating life or your romantic life is getting freed up. Some of you guys, you could have been like married and maybe you didn't have a lot of time and energy to put into your marriage lately because you've been focused elsewhere. There could have been other things going on in your life that made you focus elsewhere. It's like you couldn't put as much time, or you couldn't dedicate as much time to your partner, your romantic relationship, with the Lovers card right here. And especially with the 6 of Wands, which is all about attention, recognition, and praise. Some of you, it's like you weren't allowed to be superficial either. And that'll be such a relief for you in March or springtime, the spring season, where it's like your biggest concerns or issues in March. It might be like, what do I want to wear today? Or it might be like, oh my God, I hate my couch, kind of like first world problems type of shit. And while that might sound like super shallow or trivial to some people, for you, pile one, for most of you guys, it is such a relief and even fun to be super into like the cosmetics or aesthetics of something versus like surviving and making it through a really difficult chapter. Like this is such a relief for a lot of you guys, where it's like, oh my God, I went from like having to like just make it through and power through every single day to like, now my biggest concern is, renovations on the house or something. I don't know. So for those of you already in a relationship, if your relationship was super rocky lately or almost didn't make it, you guys have made it out on the other side with the Six of Wands. You've made it through that really rough patch, and you'll begin to see that in March or the spring season, because things will become a lot more lighthearted, less worrisome, less stressful with Strength right here, a lot less responsibility somewhere. You'll get to just enjoy the fruits of your labor with the Six of Wands. For those of you that are single, this is being courted possibly in the spring season. Might sound super traditional, but again, this is someone like, you know how like in the animal kingdom, like, I don't know, like some birds will do some weird wing flapping dance to attract their mate. Some weird stuff like that is happening for you in March with this Lovers card right here. This is kind of like somebody putting on their best display in order to win you over, or it could be multiple suitors doing that in order to win you over. Someone or people in general trying to grab your attention. So especially with the Six of Wands and the Lovers right here. So if you just watched my recent video as well about your sacral chakra, you may have picked a pile that also had the Six of Wands in it. A lot of that as well is beginning to happen for you in either March or the spring season. So there could be someone that's been eyeing you for a while that finally like shoots their shot with you in March. And all of a sudden, for instance, it's like your life isn't just about like studying in school every day, but now it's like you've got this brand new budding relationship or friendship, and it's fun, it's adventurous, it's different. It adds something else to your schedule, and it really strikes your ego in a way, and it makes you feel really good about yourself. This could be you hyping your own self up as well, but as the reader on my end, this is totally coming through as other people. Very easy, casual, lighthearted, flirty, fun, sexy. You know, that's how this feels anyway, for sure with this Lovers here. And in the RWS version, the Rider-Waite-Smith version of the Lovers card, there's like this mountain in between the man and the woman. And so it's the type of chemistry and attraction between them that erects mountains. Okay. And I'll leave it at that. And that it's like very strong chemistry and physical attraction, right? And the Six of Wands is talking about, so this is hands down you doing your big one in the month of March or all throughout spring season, pile one, and just looking fly AF while doing it. So in so many words, this is just success. It could be success in dating, socializing, networking, your career and education, maybe meeting new people. It could be important conversations that you've been needing to have that go the way that you want it to. This could be financial success as well, especially with Strength card right here. Strength is kind of gives off that air of success as well. It's a card that's ruled by Leo, which is like the sign of pride and admiration and just doing things that other people aren't capable of doing. So especially between like your Strength, Lovers, and the Six of Wands, this is you guys almost being praised for something that other people can't do, or being praised for something that like other people don't come across or see all the time. So a lot of your attraction moving into like the spring season and March is just all about like people being drawn to you or attracted to you because you have this sort of like one of a kind type of presence about you, where people feel like, you know, that song by who is it, Sway Lee and French Montana, Unforgettable. It's kind of like that. It's like you have this air about you where people feel like where people feel like you're one of a kind. They feel like they can't go like fishing in a big pond and find something like you again. So, and this could be romantically, especially with the Lovers here. So I'm going to have to pull some romance oracles for my pile ones. But yeah, there's just like, you guys are like working with like a lot of success in the spring season, just like things just happening for you the way that you want them to. So wherever Saturn, if you know how to look up your natal chart in the current transits, look at where Saturn is, especially if it's exiting a certain house or a certain house for you. Look into the house that it's leaving, because that's where things are gonna like just start happening for you, like back to back to back to back to back. Okay, so like for instance, if this is your second house and Saturn is freeing up a lot of success opportunities for you when it comes to your property, when it comes to your assets, when it comes to your finances, when it comes to the things that you value and own in the material realm. So this is like your material possessions getting freed up from Saturn's energy. If Saturn is leaving your third house, then Saturn is freeing up the energy maybe when it comes to you and your siblings, like the relationship between you and your siblings, or like your close relatives and family members. This is freeing up the energy energy around you guys being able to express yourself socially. It could even be freeing up you guys' ability to go out and socialize and make connections in your local community or network in your local area. If it's leaving your fourth house, for instance, then this is freeing up a lot of energy around you guys' like personal life and your intimate space and your home life and even your roots and your family and maybe even generationally. So this is even possible generational karma getting freed up for you guys. If it's leaving your fourth house, if it's leaving your fifth house, again, this is a lot more fun coming into your life. More romance, more things that make you feel alive is what the fifth house rules. So this is a lot of energy being freed up there. If it's leaving your sixth house, and this is energy being freed up when it comes to your physical health, when it comes to your day-to-day routine. And if it felt very difficult for you guys to keep up with your day-to-day routine, if you felt overwhelmed in some way, like there's just not enough hours in the day, this is that energy getting freed up in terms of like time and time management. If it's leaving your seventh house, any sort of issues that you may have went through with like your committed relationships and partnerships, not people that you were related to, but the people that came into your life and you felt so aligned and so close to them that you guys created some sort of a partnership, or maybe there's some sort of contract between you and this other person, and maybe there's been some issues there. This is Saturn freeing up that energy if it's leaving your seventh house, so on and so forth. So just look up if Saturn is specifically leaving your house in your natal chart. Look into the house that it's leaving, because it's exactly where you guys are going to see these positive developments back to back to back. Between Strength, the Lovers, and the Six of Wands, this is like you guys being blown away at Saturn leaving that space for you. Some of you guys, you got some strong Capricorn energy as well, because it sort of feels like that on my end. And that could be because too, Pluto's preparing to leave the sign of Capricorn after a 15-16 year transit. It's been a long time in Capricorn, and it's about to leave the end of March 23rd to be exact. So yeah, but definitely look into Saturn, where it's transiting, if it's preparing to leave a house of yours, or just look into that specific house, because it's like you guys are just working with a lot of good luck in that area. This could even be like you guys like talking the car dealer down to the price that you want, whatever it is that you guys really want or are looking for. And it's felt like you guys have been held up. It's felt like you guys have been in like a hangman position or situation. Saturn is freeing that up. Like you're finally going to be moving past this hangman situation where you guys have just been sort of like waiting for things to happen, or waiting for things to come in, or waiting for things to go your way. This is like you drinking some good luck juju and emanating that energy all spring season. Some of you guys, Saturn has totally moved out of your first house or away from one of your nodes, like maybe your north node or your south node, or your Jupiter, your natal south, north, or Jupiter placement, because it's like life is about to get mad easier for you, and March is just a taste of this new era for you, pile one. So this is just like a lot of good news. Do I have any? I need to grab a romance deck. Hold on. Let me see. I really don't know which deck I want to use. Let's see. Let's just pull a romance card for those of you in a relationship. And we're going to be looking at this in terms of your blessings. It's a lot of cards that flipped over, so let me keep shuffling. So we're looking at this in terms of your blessings. How is your relationship getting blessed? Paying attention to the red flags. The signs are cautioning you. If you guys had a lot of like red flags in your relationship, you could either be getting out of that relationship, especially with the Lovers here. The Lovers is talking about somebody that you are, someone that is your equal. You are equally yoked to this person. You guys like deserve to be together. This is like the divine saying you guys deserve each other because they are made for you. You are made for them. So if there's any sort of red flags that you guys have been dealing with in the past, either these red flags, they get cleared up. Either these red flags, they turn into like green flags. And you guys, like I said, I did mention that earlier, you guys got through a really rough patch. For those of you in a relationship, some of you guys were going through a really rough time. You might not have known, like, are we going to make it out of here? Either this is saying that you guys need to address the red flags. You guys need to address the difficult stuff in your relationship, because you're going to come out of that victorious. You're going to come out of that successfully. And you guys' relationship is only going to get stronger. If that's the case, where you guys need to actually tend to and pay attention to the red flags, or this could just be talking about that time in that chapter where the red flags were happening in your relationship. You guys are past that because you guys have worked through it. For those of you in a relationship, some of you may actually be getting out of that particular relationship though. Why did I keep shuffling? Let's see. Didn't one flip over? Yeah, we have here attraction. So there could even be like new attraction coming in for those of you in a relationship where you guys just feel a lot more attracted to this person. You guys feel like you guys have made it through. And so it could actually incite more physical attraction in your relationship. It says you attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. You guys are really going to be enjoying each other after getting through this rough patch. Or like I said, you guys could be getting out of that relationship if you know that that's what's best for you, and you could be moving into a situation where you have a lot of attraction with someone, and these red flags that you guys are dealing with in the past, it's in your past. Underneath the deck, we have your codependency addictions are affecting your romantic life. Some of you guys, you went through this and you moved past. Like I said, this is a reading about like the blessings and the good stuff coming to you. So all these cards are alluding to how things are changing for the better. So the codependency here, you guys are in a more independent space, especially with strength card over here. So you guys have gotten past possibly like a lot of some sort of like attachment styles that weren't healthy, maybe even addictions. You guys have gotten past that for those of you in a committed relationship. And then let's get some cards for my singles. Okay, that just shot out. You guys see that? Yeah, okay, we've got fun time. I'm telling, Saturn is leaving some of you guys' fifth house or something. That is the house of like romance, youth, fun. So like seventh house is like the house of like partnerships, marriage, contracts, things like that, like serious relationships. Fifth house is where we fall in love with people to where we're willing to move into like a seventh house space where it's like, I'm willing to marry you. I'm willing to get into a serious commitment with you or a serious partnership with you. You know, I'm willing to sign my name on the dotted line in some way because like I'm just that aligned with you. I'm just that in love with you. So fun times for my singles. You guys are moving into a really fun time in the spring season. This could be fun because like you're dating a lot, or let's see, illusion, what's fantasy or reality? It's almost going to feel like an illusion for those of you that are single and you're interested in dating. It's almost going to feel like this is something, your love life, your romantic life is almost going to feel like a dream or like an illusion or something. Let's just get one more for my singles since we have the lovers here. Look at that. We have proposal and first kiss. For my singles in this pile, and if you are interested, okay, if you're interested in dating, obviously, like not for those of you that are like, sis, I'm living it up. Okay, I'm in my bachelorette mode. I'm doing my big one right now. Like I'm good. Okay, then you're good. For those of you that are interested though in dating, you're going to have a lot of fun. Whoever you have a lot of fun with moving into the spring season, this is somebody that is totally new for first kiss to come out in fun times. This is someone that's totally new. I'm not picking up that it's someone from your past. It could be, up to you. But this is somebody that's totally new that you share first kiss with, and the shit gets serious. Okay, proposal, first kiss. We go from fun times to first kiss to proposal. This is somebody that you're probably just having fun with at first, and then it ends up just getting pretty serious. So whoever it is that you meet during the spring season that you have like a lot of fun with and you guys just vibe and it's like, it feels like your best friend. This is somebody that you're going to end up, like I said, the attraction, the chemistry is strong in the Lover's card. That's why this mountain, it reaches a peak, like a climax, right? So you know what I'm saying? So yeah, it doesn't just reach a climax when it comes to like the physical. This reaches a climax when it comes to, like even like you guys' future. So this is like I was saying with illusion that was underneath the deck. So I can grow and nourish my soul, leave space underneath the deck here. I don't know if this was underneath the deck or if one of these first kiss or proposal was underneath the deck, but either way, leave space so I can grow and nourish my soul. This is what a lot of my single pile ones have been doing. You guys have been in your own space, growing and nourishing your soul. This is why you're able to move into a space if you're interested in dating or something like that in the future. This is why you're able to move into a space during the springtime where you guys are having a lot of fun in your romantic life, and it leads to this like this healthy growth and gradual development, this gradual attraction and natural chemistry that you have with someone, where it just develops into a really healthy and a really strong connection because you guys have taken the time to grow and nourish yourself and your own soul. You've spent that time alone. You've spent that time healing. Strength card right here. Strength is all about getting your kind of getting your demons under control in a sense. This is getting those things under control they almost felt like, in a sense, like they were controlling you. So yeah. Let's grab an astrological card, astrological energy for you guys to see which energy is going to be most prominent for you over the next few months here in spring season. In terms of your cosmic rewards, we have Gemini, I think. Gemini energy is going to be very strong for you guys. Gemini is the messenger of astrology. So he's kind of like, he's that mercurial energy. Gemini it spreads energy back and forth. Interestingly enough, the Lover's card is ruled by Gemini, and it represents the twins. So some of you guys, if you believe in like twin flames and stuff, you're going to be meeting your twin flame or your soulmate, or, or if you're already in a relationship, you're going to feel like you are twinning with your person on that level. Another thing with Gemini taking up a lot of you guys is, look at what's underneath the deck, part of fortune increase. You guys is like, there's a big increase in your fortune this spring season for you guys. And so when it comes to you guys is, Gemini energy, it rules the mind. It's an extremely intelligent sign, and it moves very quickly. So this could even be talking about in terms of you guys' professional life and your career, especially with the 6 of Wands down here. Like I said, this is a lot of success. You guys may find a lot of success when it comes to verbally expressing yourself, or when it comes to maybe you're going to get into writing or becoming an author. Maybe you get into like wanting to write a book or start like a blog or start sharing information in some way with this Gemini card right here. Gemini is all about spreading information. So if you guys over the spring season, if this is something that you've wanted to get into, or maybe you are into in some way, shape, or form, maybe you are already somebody that writes and orates a lot, maybe you are somebody that is a public speaker, or maybe you have like a presence in the public life or in the public eye somehow, you could see a lot of success and a lot of fortune come to you because of the information that you're sharing and the information that you spread during the spring season. Also with Gemini right here, I think this is also bringing to mind the Magician card for me, because the Magician card is ruled by Mercury. So whatever it is that you guys are thinking about and that you want to manifest, there's a lot of fortune. There's an increase in fortune when it comes to your magician abilities and your ability to draw in success, because you guys are in that mind state of success. You're in that mind state of successful thinking and bringing in abundance and increasing your fortune. And you guys are walking into rooms, you're walking into spaces, you're walking into experiences and opportunities and connections where you're already putting yourself, you're already in a state of success. Like, I know this is going to go the way that I want it to go. So you guys are going to be very like really using your mind in the spring season when it comes to not just manifesting, but when it comes to like you guys like manipulating energy in a way where it's like, I'm going to make this experience turn out for me in the way that I want it to, for my highest and greatest good, because I think that way, because this is how my mind is generating and working. So you guys being in this positive mindset is going to make so many things happen for you. Your fortune is going to increase, a lot more success coming in with the 6 of Wands. It's going to put you guys in a space as well where, again, it's like you're just this one of a kind person, because you're exuding this sort of pride and success and confidence that the universe really bends to your will. And you guys are going to be seeing that over the spring season. Let's grab a color card to see what's your power color in the spring season, and a message from that frequency, because colors carry their own frequencies, their own vibrations, and their own messages. So let's see the color that you guys get. We have here Jade, take action. So you guys are going to be taking action somewhere when it comes to maybe like your goals, your aspirations, your dreams, your intentions. This again is that Mercurial Gemini lovers magician type energy. So green jade could be very powerful for you guys in the spring season. But this color here and this picture of like these trees in this forest, it's really bringing to mind like a lot of growth, a lot of growth, and you guys reaching towards the sun, you guys reaching towards the light, and the sun shining on you in a way where it's just like you're going to feel blessed, cosmically blessed in the spring season. With this Jade card right here, underneath the deck, we have Sapphire, regenerate your body. Something about this feels very rich, kind of like a diamond or something. It kind of I don't know what this is a picture. Oh, I think it's a picture of a sapphire. Okay, yeah. So this is like, something about this feels wealthy. Like it feels wealthy. So you guys could even see an increase in your wealth when it comes to like your job, when it comes to your money over the spring season. But we have here, let me rearrange this. But you guys are going to be seeing a lot of growth, especially when it comes to like your professional life with this Jade card right here. Whatever seeds you guys have planted, they're going to like sprout really quickly, really fast during the spring season with this Jade card, and like these really tall looking like trees or something. It looks really, they look really tall from like this angle that this picture was shot in. Okay, let's grab some cards here for your career and finances during the springtime when it comes to like good news. So let's see what we get. We have here animals. You're being asked to follow your instincts at this time when making business decisions. This is that Gemini, I think, part of fortune increase, really using you guys as like brain power to make things happen. Also as well, you guys may be gifted with like some sort of charisma or charm when it comes to how you talk to people, how you interact with people. If you guys know how to do this as well, look into your progress chart, because your sun or moon may have moved into a different area. It may have moved into like a new house, a new sign for you. Because yeah, you guys may notice that it's like your charm is a little bit stronger in the spring season, but it says you're being asked to follow your instincts at this time when making business decisions. Any career working with animals, rescue association, or the veterinarian field could be for you. Connect with your power animal to improve your finances. What's your power animal as well? If you guys know what your power animal is, start working a little more closely with it during the springtime, or you guys may start to see this animal a lot more during the springtime. And if you do, that's just another way for this animal, this spirit animal for you guys to say like, start working with me a little bit more closely. Let's see underneath the deck. Look at what we have. Success will find you. Again, with your Six of Wands, success is just coming in a lot for you guys in the spring season. A lot of success coming in. You guys, some of you guys may have Saturn moving into your 10th house as well, which would be its home house, its home energy. Let's just get one more card for you. In terms of good news, cosmic rewards. Okay, so we have here charity. You guys may be getting into charity as well. Working with charities, it says, see where you can give more of yourself to helping others and making a difference. Humanitarian work, human rights, justice, or advocacy work could be right for you. Donating can create positive energy around you and attract more abundance. So this is more abundance coming in. And like it says right here, justice or advocacy work could be right for you. And we have Gemini, I think, and the Lover's card ruled by Gemini. You guys may even be speaking up for some sort of a charity or some a group of people or something like that. This may be how you guys give back, by bringing attention and spreading information about something that's going on, about maybe a group of people that need help. You guys may be raising funds or money for somebody that's in need. You guys may be helping your loved ones, your friends, your family around you, people in your local community around you, may be giving back to your community in that way. And then we have underneath the deck, embrace the wisdom of the unknown. This is that Gemini, I think card. And the Lover's card right here. You guys are getting very, very close to the unknown and very close to the mysteries, different mysteries and stuff like that in your life. See what other cosmic rewards are coming in for you guys during the spring season. What other cosmic rewards and blessings for pile one? We have literally blessings, the card of blessings. This is just overall the blessings and abundance coming in for you. It's just overall blessings and abundance, you guys. Underneath the deck, we have leadership. Some of you guys are going to be called to lead in the springtime, in the spring season. That's where a lot of your blessings are gonna come in at. If you guys checked out the pick a card reading on Patreon that I posted, what was it about? Oh, it was all about your spiritual contracts, the spiritual contracts that are ending and the new ones that you're signing up for spiritually in the month of March, because we have Saturn moving into a new sign. And anytime Saturn ingresses a new sign, this is all about the ending of one spiritual contract and possibly the beginning of a new one. If you guys watched that reading and you picked a very specific pile, I don't want to say which one, but if you watched that reading and picked a specific pile that was talking about leadership and you guys doing more moving into March, and you also picked this pile, you were intuitively drawn to this pile, they're very in line, okay? Very in line. Leadership and blessings. And this is that Gemini, I think, energy right here, as well as that strength card energy. You guys are stepping up to lead in some way. So you could even be seeing like some sort of promotions at work. You guys may be taking a stand somewhere and speaking up or spreading information somewhere like that. I also did a reading on Patreon for each zodiac sign, talking about how the rising signs are going to be affected over the next 3 years because Saturn moving into Pisces. And one of those energies, I forget which one, was kind of, the messages were very similar about spreading information and becoming like almost like this mouthpiece over the next 3 years to cause some sort of action, to initiate some sort of action, some sort of change, either in your local community or something like that. But you guys definitely have some leadership that you're supposed to be taking on in the spring season. Pile one. See if we get, okay, the new chapter that you guys are moving into is perseverance. I know that I can do whatever I set my mind to. Another card that's all about perseverance is a strength card. So this was you guys really had to get your mind under control. That could be why the Gemini, I think, card came out. Because like I picked up earlier when I was just looking at your tarot cards, one of the first messages that came through for you was you guys had to really learn discipline. You had to really discipline yourself somewhere. You had to almost convince yourself, I want to be more disciplined. I want to be more healthy. I want to stay away from things that are toxic for me, even though maybe I enjoy them to some sense. You guys almost had to convince yourself to change your lifestyle in some way. It took a lot of perseverance, and your perseverance is going to be paying off in the spring season, period. Underneath the deck, we have relationships. Relationships is another chapter that you guys are moving into, especially with this Lovers card, Gemini, coming out. It says, I am attracted to those people who serve my higher good. You guys are going to be attracted to connections and people and partnerships that are for your highest good. They're going to serve your highest good, and you're going to serve their highest good. So this is going to be a lot of abundance even coming into you guys' relationships. Really good news, because some of you guys, you may have really struggled in the past with relationships. So this spring season is really turning all that around for you. All right, and a final message from Spirit about this spring season that you're moving into after the Saturn ingress Pisces. Let's see. We have here Atman, and it was in reverse. So I'm going to read this out of the book for you. And underneath the deck, we have also in reverse, Durga, I believe. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but okay. And Atman, spirituality, is about the infinite aspect of the soul. And it says in reverse, it says, perhaps you are experiencing the pains of earthly life, stress, fear, trauma, jealousy, anger. Yep, exactly. Like I was saying, you guys had to really be disciplined somewhere and just sort of, you had to persevere. You guys really had to persevere, especially with strength, perseverance coming out for you. But it says you have gotten caught up in the day-to-day and lost touch with your greater connection to the universe. Have you forgotten that you are a child of the stars? This is exactly why you guys got that Gemini, I think, card. It says spend time Spend some time underneath the universe's curtain late at night and reconnect with the lost fragments of your soul. You are stardust shaped as a human and filled with all the wonders of the cosmos. Open your eyes to the magic that exists around you and within you. You guys are getting so close to your magician abilities in the spring season. This is why this Gemini, I think, card came out for you, and this Gemini energy came out twice. Part of fortune increase right here. Gemini lovers card right here. Strength, 6 of Wands. This is exactly why these cards came out for you and these energies came out for you, because it's alluding to the fact that in the spring season you guys are going to get a lot more connected to your magician abilities that you guys may have felt disconnected from before because of Saturn's influence. Saturn may have sort of kept you guys from connecting to those abilities, but the spring season, yeah, it's like all that gets freed up for you guys. The upright message for this card says, blessed soul, you have now begun to see glimpses of the divinity that exists within you. Exactly. And there's so much more to experience. You are filled with limitless potential, Gemini, I think, and have realized that the only obstacles that exist are within the mind. This is that strength energy, strength card right here. It says you have reached a deeper connection to your highest self, the immortal aspect of your existence, the very seed of your soul admin. Your meditation has unveiled hidden depths to your true being and allowed you to experience the vastness that exists inside of you. This is also that lover's card right here. You have become aware that you are a microcosm of the greater macrocosm, a reflection of the universe. It says now bring this expansiveness into the everyday and watch your life unfold. This is that strength and 6 of Wands right here. Pile 1, beautiful reading for you guys. This is all that I'm seeing for you. I'm sorry that your reading took a little bit longer, but I had to look into sort of like some love messages for you since we kind of got the lovers card here for you. Lovers energy sort of like twice between Gemini and lovers. But this is all that I'm seeing for you, Pile 1. Thank you guys for tuning in. Let me take this time to thank your guides, my guides, our higher self, an amazing spirit for these messages. Hopefully you all come back to visit sometime soon. And until next time, stay safe, healthy, blessed, and keep conquering the world. Bye, you guys. All right, Pile 2, welcome to your reading. So we are starting off with your tarot cards. Then we're going to be pulling additional oracle cards to check out which cosmic rewards, blessings, and good news is coming to you guys this spring season. So basically we are moving into spring, at least in the Northern Hemisphere, we are moving into spring end of this month, the month of March 2023. But no matter which hemisphere you guys live on, I am still just looking into your energy. This is all about energy. So these are the cosmic rewards and blessings coming to you guys very soon, especially with Saturn ingress Pisces. We have Saturn about to move into a new sign on March 7th, which is the same day as the full moon in Virgo. So we've got really big energies moving into different signs this month. We also have Pluto moving into the sign of Aquarius after spending the last 15-16 years in Capricorn. In the month of March, we have all this happening. So this is a really big deal. We also looked into this on Patreon in terms of like just like new spiritual contracts that you guys are getting involved in. So it only made sense to kind of carry this reading over to YouTube here to see what cosmic rewards and blessings you guys are about to experience. So we have here the very first tarot card for you. We have the Ace of Swords. Ace of Swords, it was in reverse. And then we have another ace, the Ace of Pentacles. Okay. Started hearing sirens when this Ace of Pentacles, and then we have, okay, so this has officially never happened in any reading I've ever done. If it has, I've forgotten, but I'm pretty sure it's never happened. There's 3 aces in your reading. Holy, okay. This is the Ace of Wands. It was in reverse. Ace, we've got 3 aces in your reading. So Pile 2, you guys may be seeing a lot of aces, or you may start to see them in the month of March and in the spring season. You guys may be seeing a lot of aces. If you get readings done or read cards yourself, you guys may be seeing a lot of aces right now, because this is not a mistake. 3 aces. That's insanity. Okay. Yeah. And the Ace of Wands, the third card is the card that was underneath the deck for you. So this is just insane. And your Ace of Pentacles is the only one that's upright. And like I said, I started hearing sirens when I saw your Ace of Pentacles. So that actually means that there's a sense of urgency when it comes to your Ace of Pentacles, new money, new finances, new material possessions coming into your life. So these things could be like rushing towards you when it comes to Ace of Pentacles. And the Ace of Pentacles, again, it deals with a new beginning or a new chapter when it comes to your material possessions, your material assets, finances, career, any sort of physical, tangible thing that you own that you consider valuable, because that's what the Pentacles deals with. It deals with things that are valuable to us. You're going to start seeing a lot of aces if you haven't already. Maybe even repeating ones or 11s, zeros, or 10s you may start seeing or have been seeing. And pile 2, I ain't even about to hold you. Really, like, what have you all been up to? Oh, and before I forget as well, because these 3 aces sort of threw me off a little bit, but I saw, with your Ace of Swords, for some reason, I saw a basketball game. So I don't know if the season is like still going. I know absolutely nothing about sports besides the fact that Riri just performed at the Super Bowl. I couldn't even tell you which team won or which teams were playing at this year's Super Bowl, but I knew every lyric to all her songs. Anyways, I saw a basketball game with your Ace of Swords for some reason. So I don't know if the basketball season is like still going, but someone in this pile is hands down going to like a basketball game in March. Really good seats too. Like, I don't know how that works when it comes to basketball games, but I just saw it. Someone here as well could be meeting a celebrity in March. I don't know if this is at an event, but I saw the actual celebrity and their spouse or their significant other. And I'm not going to say who I saw for sure. But yeah, for sure, somebody in this pile is meeting someone prominent or important or very well known. Could even be like world famous. But lots of visuals are coming through for you. More than pile 1 gave it up, that's for sure. So, but anyways, Ace of Swords in reverse, getting to your cards. The Ace of Swords, it talks about unveiled information that triggers action, movement, progress, and it initiates some sort of a new story. So this is information that works like as a catalyst. In reverse, this information is hidden or buried in some way. So Saturn on March 7th during the full moon in Virgo will ingress Pisces. So with Saturn stepping into a brand new sign and energy, the planet of karma, time, responsibilities, discipline, it frees up a lot of restrictions. So for you, I feel like Saturn is moving out of or into one of your air or your fire houses. So that could be either the 3rd, 7th, 11th, or 1st, 5th, or 9th houses. And it doesn't have to be exactly that, but you have all aces here and only one of them is upright. So your life in March is about to be about that action. Okay. Like, this is tangible physical progress, results, developments, earnings with the Ace of Pentacles upright for you. And since we are looking into your cosmic rewards and blessings coming to you this spring season, even your Ace of Swords and Ace of Wands in reverse is still talking about blessings and good energy. Ace of Swords is something that you do not need to know, or you don't need to deal with it. It doesn't have to be your business. So this is like a negativity filter being applied to like the comment section on like an Instagram account. So it's like all you see is positive feedback. Anyone or anything around you trying to bring you down or speak to you negatively or speak negatively over you or speak negativity over you or implant seeds of pessimism, doubt, or fear, they are being blocked and kept away from you in March. Or their effects, their negative effects and influences, it won't take seed within you. So this is being kept away from you in March, as well as in the spring season as well. Aces are the seeds of tarot, only they don't need time to take root and sprout. They represent the types of seeds that come through as cosmic intervention, kind of like positive tower energy. Boom, out of nowhere, the universe just hands you a new sword, like an idea or mindset, or a new pinnacle, like a new stream of income or opportunity, or a new wand, which is a new vision, passion, or motivation. This Ace of Swords in reverse tells me not everyone around you is positive or high vibrational, and those very people won't be able to bring your vibration down with their words or how they speak to you or their own mindsets. It just won't. It's like you're guarded or protected by this etheric shield where people's negativity, it won't stick to you in March. They won't even be able to reach you. So something about them is being blocked from speaking to you and being in your vicinity or breathing the same air as you. So some of you as well, you may be a Virgo or a Gemini moon. You could as well be a Libra or an Aquarius moon. I don't know why, but just moon being like involved in this air energy feels prominent for some of you. It doesn't have to be the case, but it could be. Or your moon, your natal moon could be in one of those houses. So it could be in like the 3rd, 7th, or 11th houses. Or your 6th house. And are some of you moving as well? This could be a renovation, like adding space to a room, but this is upsizing for someone here. There could be a new baby or addition to the family on the way that you begin preparing for in March. This could even be like a new pet. I mean, seriously, you have the positivity filter on full swing in not just March, but also the spring season. So this is only good news coming to you with this Ace of Swords in reverse. A lot of excitement about something new, and it drops in out of nowhere. At least this Ace of Pentacles does for sure. This Ace of Swords and Ace of Wands, it might sort of like trickle in gradually throughout the spring season, but this Pentacle, it just sort of falls out of the sky for you. And this is like a new property opening up for someone here as well, like you are physically in a new space or a new city, a new town, new home or environment. For others, this is a new job, workspace that you start during the spring season, or maybe in the month of March. It's also a new stream of income, like an additional income. So this could be you and another person combining finances, like a roommate or a family member or a partner of yours. If someone here has been waiting on like a settlement or child support, or I don't know, alimony, some sort of money that you are owed, it finally comes in as like a lump sum during the spring season, or possibly in the month of March. Like even if it's in increments, it'll come through, like the first payment will come through as like a large sum, and the remainder maybe gets broken up into a certain amount of payments. But this is new funds hitting your account that's never been in your bank. In other words, this is like nouveau riche, like, you know, like new money. Well, I meant new money, but I think nouveau riche means like a person that's newly acquired some form of wealth. Maybe that's a scenario for someone here in the spring season. This feels like a lottery win, not literally. I mean, it could be, but for me, it feels like it falls out of the sky. This could even be meeting someone with a lot of money that you get involved with business-wise or romantically, some sort of partnership possibly. Okay, there might even be, only take this if it resonates, because this next message is absolutely not for everyone in this pile, but someone here in this pile may get involved. Okay. You might get involved in an office romance that you keep completely under wraps. It could have just started and you guys kept it a secret with this Ace of Swords and the Ace of Wands in reverse. You guys may sort of like travel places together out of town so no one sees you type of deal. It's new, different, exciting. It feels like a sense of a rush. All of your cards do. Even outside of this scenario, but especially considering a possible office romance, it's like a thrill, like I've never done this before type of deal. Someone here is also getting their first tattoo in March. Don't ask me why, but I totally just saw is it called the ink gun? I don't know. Is that what it's called? The tattoo gun maybe? Anyways, I literally saw somebody's like body getting inked up. I don't know if this is like spur of the moment. I totally can't judge you if it is. Like I randomly after or during a very wild night, it was like 5 a.m. I was all types of just effed up. I got the dumbest tattoo with a group of people on some like YOLO type shit. Actually, the tattoo is actually really cool, but I should have put more thought into it, like placement, design, all of that. Anyways, like thankfully I had enough sense to get this tattoo in a spot where I can't see it like the rest of my tattoos. I generally like to get them in places that I won't see them every day, because then I'll get sick of them. Anyways, though, yeah, let's just get to your oracle messages. Oh, some of you may be taking a car for like a test drive in March, and you may hear back like you got approved or something, and you maybe impulsively make the purchase, but your impulsive energy is making big moves in the spring season and maybe in the month of March as well. Whatever starts out as like, oh, it's just another Tuesday, or I'm just window shopping. Yeah, no, like you'll end up indulging. But that's your energy. It's like, oh, I'm just going to go like see what, you know, how the car drives or something. And yeah, you end up actually like maybe buying it or going through that process of buying it. Anyways, let's start getting tarot cards for you, oracle cards, I mean, for you. Your Ace of Wands in reverse is also talking about less distractions around you. Okay, here we go. Taurus came out for you. This also did. Saturn return age. Yeah, some of you guys, you could be moving into or out of your Saturn return. But Saturn's going to have a big impact on you, specifically pile 2, where it's like Saturn held up a lot of new chapters for you. It held up a lot of new beginnings for my pile 2s. And the fact that Saturn came out oracle cards in this reading is because that's exactly what we're going through on March 7th. Saturn will be moving out of Aquarius into the sign of Pisces. So with Saturn return age here, because Saturn, it rules time, it rules age, it rules maturity, responsibilities, discipline, karma, challenges, fears, things like that. So with Saturn return age coming out in your reading, this is saying that something essentially has run its course in your life, kind of like the time has expired for something in your life. And it's kind of what I was feeling a little bit with your Ace of Wands in reverse, is like, you guys is some sort of distraction that may have been in your life for a while. You guys are kind of cutting that connection off. So something's not distracting you anymore. And a lot of it has to do with this Ace of Pentacles just falling into your lap, falling into your life during the spring season or even the month of March. Something falls into your lap in a way where it's so exciting for you, especially with this Taurus I have card right here, where it's like you have this shiny new thing, and it sort of breaks you away from any sort of like maybe like bad or low vibrational attachments that you used to have, because they were like this distraction for you. While you didn't have something that you were waiting on, because you guys have all aces here. So you guys have been waiting for something new to happen in your life. You've been waiting for something, for maybe something to change, for maybe some sort of new developments, and they just haven't happened. So you guys were maybe distracting yourself in a way with this Ace of Wands in reverse, to sort of distract yourself from the fact that you didn't have something. Now you're going to have it. Taurus I have with this spring season coming in, and it's going to be different for all of you. So whatever this was that you were waiting for, you're going to actually own it, possess it, have it during the spring season, possibly starting in the month of March for you, especially with the Ace of Pentacles being the only card that came out upright for you. This is something that's physical, that's tangible, you can actually grip and hold on to. So it could have something to do with finances, money, maybe your own home, your own property, your own car, your own sort of physical possessions, material possessions, something like that. And with Saturn return age here again, this was all about, you guys had to wait a long time for Saturn to work through something in order for you guys to acquire this new asset, this new thing that you have or that you own, because that's what Taurus rules. It rules the second house. This is all about the things that we consider of value in our life that we own, like we own ourselves. So personal ownership, things like that is totally going to be changing for you guys in the spring season. And then with Saturn return age, some of you guys, like I said, you're going through your Saturn return or coming out of your Saturn return. Underneath the deck here, we have South Node life's debts. A lot of you guys, you had to pay off some sort of debts. You did pay off some sort of debts, or you will be in the spring season, because your money is taking a turn where it's like you guys maybe are able to fully pay something off in the spring season. And again, too, like I was saying with your Ace of Wands in reverse, this is the end of some sort of distraction. There was some sort of attachment or possible contract that you guys had that was, it was highly distracting, or it could have felt like a debt. It could have felt like some sort of a karmic attachment, a karmic tie, a karmic connection or partnership. But this Saturn moving into Pisces is actually going to end that for you, especially with your Ace of Wands in reverse. So Ace of Wands in reverse can sort of talk about like a past attachment that we have vibrationally and spiritually, because the Wands, it rules vibration, conscious, things like that. So there could have been some sort of conscious or vibrational or energetic attachment that you guys had, and in some way you ended up sort of paying off that debt where you're no longer attached to that thing. So either energetically that's what was happening, or it could be more literally that's something that was happening where you guys had some sort of a debt attached to you that you had to pay off before you were able to come into this new asset or own this new thing. With Taurus I have Ace of Pentacles upright and Saturn return age right here. Let's check out some messages in terms of cosmic rewards and blessings coming to you in the spring season. We have here health. Some situation that needed resolution will be resolved and healed. This is totally that Saturn energy. It says consider careers in the medical field, massage therapy, or any healing work. It is time to replenish your energy and fully energize to prepare for what is next. This is that Ace of Wands in reverse. Wands, it rules our energy, our vitality. It rules our conscious and our vibration. So you guys, somewhere you may have felt energetically exhausted or tired, like you didn't have the energy for something. This was that South Node life's debts right here that you guys had to kind of pay off and disconnect from and detach from in order for you to see an improvement in your health as well. And I'm pulling for your career and your finances with this deck right here, and we have health. So this is even you guys' again, your financial health improving all day. Ace of Pentacles, Taurus, I have. Yeah, your financial health is improving all day. For some of you, it could have been your actual physical health that was in the way of you guys' finances in some way, but you paid that off now. So moving into the spring season, it's like your health won't be in the way as much. Like I was talking about Ace of Wands right here, some sort of distraction. So your health could have been a distraction for a while. What's this? Underneath the deck, we have here goals. Don't let the world lead you. Take the steering wheel and take control of your life. This will be a good time to write down your goals and aspirations. Focus on creating and managing a budget. So again, with your financial health totally improving, this is even financial goals that you guys are hitting or able to achieve in the spring season. Since again, like I said, I'm pulling for like cosmic rewards and blessings for you guys. And with health and goals coming out for you, Taurus, I have South Node, life's debts, Saturn return age, Ace of Pentacles upright. You guys are hitting some sort of financial mark or goal. Your financial health is improving like crazy. This could even, I did mention that when I was just looking at you guys' tarot cards. I almost forgot that your savings account, you guys are about to get, some of you guys are about to get a lump sum of money, or there's going to be a new balance in your accounts, your financial accounts that you've never seen before. So this is a new, it's like even a new subconscious level that you guys are hitting, because when it comes to our money, subconsciously there's subconscious programs when it comes to our finances as well, where we're just used to making a certain type of money. We're used to hitting a certain type of financial limit or a financial wall. So for you guys with South Node, life's debts, it's actually talking about debts right here in Saturn return age. There's some sort of subconscious financial limit or wall that you guys were used to hitting, and maybe you never saw more than X amount of dollars in your account or something like that. You guys are about to blow past that in the spring season, especially with Ace of, all your cards are aces right here. So you guys are about to blow past that in the spring season. And this may even be a little bit of a surprise with the Ace of Swords in reverse right here. It's totally going to be a surprise. Some of you guys, you actually learned a lot in terms of like your financial literacy with the Saturn return age right here, South Node, life's debts. Maybe you guys learned a lot by having to pay off some sort of debt, maybe paying off school loans or a credit card debt or some sort of debt or something like that. There could have been some sort of financial responsibility that you guys are finally getting free from, and you learned a lot about your finances because of that. And this is why you guys are like sort of moving into a new chapter. There's a few cards. This is why you guys are moving into a new chapter in terms of your money. We have here health again. Your financial health is about to go crazy, okay? It says, I will honor the physical vessel that enshrines my soul. For those of you that were having physical health issues, I mean, I'm not a doctor, obviously, but for those of you having not financial health, but for those of you having physical health issues, that's going to improve. There's some sort of possible physical health issues. It's going to be a thing of the past moving to the spring season. You guys are about to have good health, strong health, better health. You guys may have learned a lot too about your health with the South Node, life stats right here, Saturn return age. Saturn is kind of like, it brings wisdom through experience and through hardship. That's how we earn our experience and wisdom with Saturn. We earn everything with Saturn through hardship and challenges. This is why Saturn is greatly disliked in astrology because he makes things difficult, and he doesn't make things difficult because like it's trying to punish us, but it's because this is Saturn's way of rewarding us. Saturn is the father of the zodiac. And what does the father do? Like when a child falls down, you know, like there's like this idea out there where it's like the mom runs over to the child and consoles him, and the dad says, get back up, you know, and kind of teaches them that tough love sort of way. That's what Saturn does. Saturn is like, it's the planet that teaches us like, you're going to be okay. Yeah, it hurts. You're going to get some scrapes and bruises, but you're going to learn from this, and it's going to make you tougher so that these challenges that you're facing right now, you'll never face them again, because the next time that you run into this sort of situation or issue, you're just going to easily like surmount it, because it's just, you've been through it before, you've been here before. So either we never run into it again, or if we do, it's not a challenge, not in the way that it was before. So Saturn, it comes through to strengthen us and to improve things and to make things healthier. And then we have underneath the deck for you, peace. I'm a being of love and I release all negative energy. You guys are moving into a space this spring season that's going to feel so much more peaceful. This is one of the cosmic rewards for you guys. And it could be because like health in some way, shape, or form was disturbing your peace. Because it really can, you know, our body is like this physical vessel. It can be a prison where we feel as though like we are just trapped in a body that's not healthy, right? And so for a lot of you guys, if you sort of felt like that in some way, so your Saturn, it could be leaving your 6th house for sure. Could definitely be leaving your 6th house. Like I said, some of you guys, you may have you may be a Virgo moon, or your natal moon may be in your 6th house. And so, Saturn could also be maybe moving into or leaving your 6th house. And this is why you guys are seeing a lot of improvements with your health as well. But also with your financial health, you're about to be so financially healthy. Your financial literacy is so much better, or it's about to get a lot better. Let's see what your power color is for the spring season, because colors are also frequencies, so they come with their own messages. So let's see what color is. Okay. We have here chocolate. Nourish your body and soul. Again, kind of like talking about nourishing your health in a way, nourishing your body and soul. So this next chapter for you is going to feel as though your body and soul are being nourished. And when we're dealing with body and soul spiritually, esoterically, the body is the physical 3D representative and the soul is the metaphysical, spiritual sort of representative. So we have these two different aspects, and that's what makes us a multidimensional being, is because our soul is having this human physical experience. So for you guys, you're going to feel nourished on a physical as well as a spiritual level. And something about this next chapter for you guys, especially the spring season, is going to be very sweet with chocolate here. Chocolate can be bitter, but what I'm picking up with this, like nourishing your body and soul, is that it's actually, this chocolate is very sweet for you guys, especially with all these aces down here. Taurus, Taurus is literally, it's the sign that rules the 2nd house. It's also the sign that is ruled by Venus, who's the goddess of love, beauty, pleasure, satisfaction, diplomacy, harmony, chemistry, attraction. Venusian energy is very tempting. So with Taurus and this chocolate here, you guys are moving into a space where there's a lot more pleasure coming in as well during this spring season, this next chapter for you. Underneath the deck, we have black, find richness from the dark night. You guys are coming out of a dark night. You guys have been in it. This is why you guys have all aces down here. So black or chocolate brown may be you guys' power colors moving into spring season. Find richness from the dark night. And you guys see how this tree has actually, like, it lost all its leaves, but it's like, it's doesn't mean that it's not healthy. It doesn't mean that it's not strong. It may have lost all its leaves, but those leaves are going to come back. They're going to sprout back in the springtime. But during the winter, you guys may have gone through like a spiritual winter or a dark night of the soul, where maybe you felt very bare. And when I say bare, I mean like vulnerable. Maybe you felt very vulnerable energetically, spiritually, physically. You guys are going to feel less vulnerable moving into this spring season. So there's a richness that you guys have picked up from going through that dark night. Like I mentioned with your Saturn return, age, and South Node life's debts, you guys learned from that hardship. For Saturn to come out in your deck, or not in your deck, but in your pile, you guys have learned from some sort of a difficult experience or a challenge. Like I said, some of you guys, you became more financially literate because you paid off some sort of debt or because you had some sort of financial responsibility. It taught you a lot about your finances. Whatever it is that you guys went through, you picked up a lot of gems from that, from going through that. So it wasn't just hardships where you guys just went through something difficult for no reason. The universe is not that vain. It's not going to make us go through stuff just for no reason. It's going to reward us on top of that. Let's see what other chapters you guys may be going through. Or this new chapter that you guys are entering into in terms of cosmic rewards and blessings. We have here diligence. So when it comes to diligence here, diligence is And then what's underneath the deck? We have here voyage as well. So it could even be some travel for you guys, this new chapter that you're moving into. It could be you guys may be traveling abroad, because it's traveling like over the water, over the ocean here. And when it comes to diligence, and we also have voyage here. Some of you guys, you may be moving because of work, but again, diligence, it has a lot to do with like, it's kind of like an Eight of Pentacles sort of energy when we're talking about diligence, because it's talking about doing things with this conscientious effort. We're very conscious of the energy and the effort that we are putting into something, like the Eight of Pentacles, where he just keeps working on a pentacle like over and over and over again. He keeps working on these new pentacles, like perfecting his craft. You guys are going to be perfecting your craft. And again, that's all about that Saturn return age. You guys have learned a lot through experience and wisdom. These hardships have taught you. It's almost perfected you in a way. So Saturn is like, for you guys specifically, pile 2, Saturn has taken that pressure, and it's the pressure that it applied to you and to your life, it's formed you into a diamond somewhere in your life. And it likely has to do with either your finances, your career, something like that. With the Ace of Pentacles, Taurus, I have things like that. South Node, life's debts, goals, health here. So it could have to do with like your finances and your career or your physical health. But yeah, when we're dealing with diligence, this is all about the quality of work and effort that we put into something. So you guys' quality has increased somewhere. It's improved somewhere because of what you guys went through. And during the spring season, you guys are going to get into a space, especially with 2 health cards coming out for you. You guys are going to get into a space where you're like this well-oiled machine, where you have this really, you've got really good maybe work ethic. Maybe you were just pumping out like high quality work with ease. And that's because it's like you guys' routine. Maybe your routine had the health of your routine has really improved, or maybe you guys' work-life balance has improved. Maybe it's your schedule. Maybe you guys are becoming more conscious of how you spend your day and how you apply yourself throughout the day. I mean, you guys are getting a lot more. You guys are applying everything it is that you learned from this dark night, from this challenge. You're applying it to this spring season, and it's going to completely change the quality of maybe work that you put out. Your quality of health, your quality of life is totally improving from that. So the type of attention and care that you guys put into your work, you may be very concentrated on work and on your health moving into the spring season, and it's all going to pay off starting in March. And over the spring season, you guys are going to see the health of something greatly improve, especially with health coming out twice in 2 different decks for you. It's going to bring a lot of peace in your life as well. So this Saturn difficulty, this hardship that you guys have recently went through, it's about to pay all the way off for you guys, for sure. And let's grab a final message for you from the universe, your spiritual team, the Most High, what they want to say to you about this spring season that you're moving into. Okay, we have here Durga. Durga also was underneath the deck for pile 1. I almost mentioned, some of you guys may have been drawn to pile 1. I forgot why. I forgot to mention that, and now I forgot why I thought that or felt that. Damn. Anyways, Durga. So I'm going to read this one out of the book. And underneath the deck for you, we have Svadaya, I think. I'm not sure. Might be mispronouncing that. I'm sorry if I am. All right, and Durga is a deity, and it says here, this is the goddess of inner strength and protection. Wow, you guys had a lot of resilience to get through what you've gone through with this recent hardship or dark night that you guys are coming out of, and it's brought you a lot of protection because Durga is the goddess of inner strength and protection. It says, upright, you are exhibiting great strength in the face of things that would make others, including former versions of yourself, crumble. It says, Durga, the warrior goddess, is with you, carrying her bow and arrow, sword, trident, lotus, thunderbolt, golden discus, and conch, I think. It says, you are embodying her fierce strength and loving protection. You have overcome major hardships. This is that Saturn return age, South Node life's debts. It says, with your willpower, and will continue to leap over any challenges that confront you. Like I said, you guys, like once you go through a Saturn challenge, even if you face it again, it's not the same. Like you surmounted it, you survived it. It ain't hitting the same. It says, call upon Durga Ma whenever you need an extra ounce of strength. So there is strength. There's these strength goddess, deities, energies, entities around you that are giving you strength during the spring season that you are about to move into, where it's like whatever it is that you guys need to get through, you're going to get through it, or you have gotten through it because of these energies around you, just giving you this source of strength. And this is why you guys are just going to be improving, making so many different improvements over the spring season in several different areas of your life because of this protection that is really surrounding you over the spring season. But pile 2, this is all that I'm saying for you guys is in terms of your cosmic rewards and blessings coming to you guys. Thank you guys so very much for tuning in. Let me take this time to thank your guides, my guides, our higher self, and amazing spirit for these messages. Hopefully you all come back to visit sometime soon. But until next time, please stay safe, healthy, blessed, and keep conquering the world. Bye, you guys. All right, pile 3, welcome to your reading. So we are starting off with your tarot cards, and I'm going to be pulling some additional oracle cards to check out the cosmic rewards, blessings, and good news coming to you this spring season 2023. And in the Northern Hemisphere, spring is starting for us at the end of March, but no matter where you're living in the world, these are cosmic rewards, blessings, and good news on the way to you pretty soon. Okay, so yeah, just wanted to mention that. But yeah, let's just get started with your tarot cards. So the very first card that we have here, we've got the Chariot in reverse. Then we have the Star card for you. And then we have Death. We've got 3 major arcana cards for you. And again, we're focusing on good news, positive changes for you. Underneath the deck over here, actually, we also have the Ace of Swords. That was underneath the Death card, because the Death card was underneath the deck for you. But underneath the Death card was the Ace of Swords. And then also the Ace of Cups. That's funny. So you may have been drawn to another pile. I'm not going to say which one in today's reading, but it had all aces in that pile. And you're going to know exactly which pile I'm talking about if you were also drawn to that pile. Wow. So pile 3, Chariot in reverse. Sorry, just had to make sure my camera and mic were recording. But yeah, Chariot in reverse is definitely talking about a painful, humbling experience that you guys went through in the past that started with some sort of failure or like a, fall from grace. A lot of your life could have been impacted from that one moment, almost like a domino effect. I'm saying with this Chariot in reverse right here. And especially with 3 major arcana cards showing up in your reading. So let's say, for an example, just an example, that in the past you lost your job, which caused like financial issues, and the stress of that, those financial issues, it led to a divorce, and then you ended up moving out of your home, and now you only see your kids part-time. Like Chariot in reverse, and that was just an example, like I said, but so yeah, like Chariot in reverse is an extremely polarizing energy because he is one of, if not the most successful card in tarot. In reverse, Chariot is almost worse than the Tower card. It's companion card. Chariot and Tower are companion cards. So Chariot in reverse is almost worse than the Tower card because it hasn't progressed to card 16, the Tower card. It's like his failures when the Chariot shows up in reverse. Sometimes, because I'm more of an intuitive reader, I don't just read the cards as is. But basically, in reverse, the Chariot is almost worse than the Tower because it hasn't gotten to the Tower card yet. It's almost like the Chariot in reverse's failures are holding him hostage in this place where he's just dealing with the failure of things, or he's dealing with the loss of things. He's dealing with some sort of humbling experience, and it's like he just stays in this humbling experience. At least with the Tower card, it's like, at some point the Tower is going to end. Once it falls over and all the destruction is over, it's done. It's over at some point. Chariot in reverse is like things never stopped falling apart. So what's interesting is the Star comes after the Tower. And you have the Star card here showing up after your Chariot in reverse. So this tells me that one of the biggest cosmic rewards coming to you this spring season is you beginning the process of rebuilding your life without having to hit rock bottom, like what the Chariot or like what the Tower talks about. So Tower card is rock bottom. You literally cannot go any lower than Tower card. But the Tower is not here in your reading. The aftermath of it is, which is the Star card. And in the Star card, as you can see, she starts to rebuild. So all she is focused on is not giving up. So she is filled with a lot of hope and optimism to be able to come out of that experience with the Tower and still be willing to stand back up. And this is not blind faith either, especially with the Death card here in your reading. This is emotionally burying the past, having a reason to say, I'm ready to move on. I'm burying the past. I'm leaving it behind and putting all of your energy into the future and the infinite amount of potential that the future holds. Because that's where all of our potential is in the future, because it's not written yet. So pretty soon, if you haven't experienced this already, there will be a very impactful moment, experience, or opportunity that comes into your life and gets you really excited about the future, where you are ready to move on with this Death card right here and completely and totally transform your life. So there's something that's coming into you guys' life during the spring season where it's like you're so excited about the future that you are finally able to leave this in the past. For a long time, you guys were just sort of like living in this Chariot in reverse experience where maybe you were just still like, going back to that example, you were still reeling over like, oh my God, like me losing my job led to like a breakup or a divorce. And now the end of like my family or my family life, something like that. And you guys were just sort of staying in that moment. You weren't really able to move on. This is like finally being able to move on because something makes you so excited about your present and your future. I kind of just want to pull a clarifier. Hold on. Let me just see. What is this Chariot in reverse? What's coming in that's making pile 3 so excited about the future? Look at that. We have the 10 of Cups here. 10 of Cups is a very, very, very happy card. 10 of Cups, we have the 7 of Wands. This is a reason to fight. Keep going. We got this. We got the Star again. I got to cover her up. We have the Star coming out again. This is confirmation of your Star energy. We have the 5 of Wands in reverse. This is the end of, hold on, let me cover this up. So we have the Star coming out for you again. 10 of Cups, which is one of the happiest cards in tarot because it's like you're so fulfilled. Everywhere it is that you look, all your relationships are just good. They're healthy. They're this is like that family. So it's interesting. I was using that example because this is like that family life coming back in again. 5 of Wands in reverse could be talking about like the end of some sort of inner conflict. So maybe if you guys blamed yourself for this failure, this Chariot in reverse right here, you guys stop doing that. 7 of Wands right here is you guys getting your motivation back, your power, feeling powerful again and feeling like you can take on everything it is in your life that needs improvement, that you guys need to fix or that you guys need to heal. This is like, I've got a reason to get up and fight again. This is your motivation coming back. 5 of Wands in reverse is the end of that inner conflict that you guys were experiencing because this Chariot in reverse moment, you may have felt as though you may have blamed yourself for this Chariot in reverse moment. And we got the Empress underneath the deck. I mean, this is what you guys are moving into. This is very fruitful. This is very abundant. Empress energy is luxurious. She is ruled by Venus, the goddess of love, beauty, pleasure, satisfaction, luxury. She is literally the epitome of opulence, Venus, who rules the Empress. And that's exactly what the Empress is. She's very, and the Empress is also very optimistic because she is pregnant. In this card, this is a maiden who is pregnant, so she's extremely fertile. This is talking about you guys' future, metaphorically being you guys being pregnant in the future with a lot of optimism, with a lot of hope, with a lot of faith. You're very excited about the future. And the first card that came out for you guys was the 10 of Cups. So this could be you guys reconciling, reuniting with your own family, getting your family back on track. This could be you guys like having a new addition to the family, especially with the Empress card right here. So you guys could even be meeting someone, or maybe you could either be meeting someone or like maybe starting a family. Maybe somebody gets pregnant, maybe you get pregnant, maybe your partner gets pregnant, and it's like you guys are really excited to start this new chapter, why am I still shuffling? You guys are really excited. Look at what's underneath that 9 of Pentacles right here. I'm not joking. Like you guys are moving into a place of like just luxury, opulence. This is like, you guys deserve this. This is something that you guys like, your life is just about to look and be so different. And again, like I said, we have the star coming out again for you. So this is totally confirming your star energy right here. Star card is like the card of like, come on, let's get back up, because it's not over till it's over. And I have a reason to get back up. I have a reason to keep going. And this reason that you guys end up coming into is like, it's the Empress. You guys are just pregnant with new life, either literally or metaphorically, or it could be both. So it's a really exciting thing that you guys are about to move into with this spring season. Like I said, you guys, what you guys are about to experience this spring season, possibly even in the month of March, because at the end of March is when we experience the spring equinox. So this is kind of like when Earth's calendar for her resets. This is when the zodiacal calendar resets as well. So like I said, pretty soon you guys are about to there's something coming to your life that's about to get you so excited about the future, where you're ready to move on with this death card right here and to completely and totally transform your life. This Empress here, she's pregnant with a new life. She's pregnant with this Nine of Pentacles opulence, this like success here. And this could be a new career, a new relationship or friendship. Maybe it's like a new move. Maybe it's a business idea, a new business idea. Maybe it's maybe it's a positive development with your health. Maybe it's an epiphany. Something comes in and makes you feel like a fresh start is just on the horizon for you. And like things are starting to clear up. Things are beginning to look up. Things are beginning to look better for you. So this spring season with Death card here, you will start to see this Chariot in reverse painful experience as this was necessary to some degree, this Chariot in reverse, because you wouldn't have gotten to this better place without this experience. And that idea triggers some people, and that's not what I'm trying to do here at all. But it's like, and if this does trigger you in some way, this might not be the pile or the reading for you, because the people meant to hear this pile at some point during the spring season, you will look back at this moment, Chariot in reverse, and say, I am so happy with where I'm at today. And that this led me to this 10 of Pentacles, star coming out twice, Empress, 9 of Pentacles, 7 of Wands even, which is coming through, is like, I've got motivation. I've got my power back. I've got my willpower back. I am ready to take on life and my reality. 5 of Wands in reverse, the end of this inner conflict, the end of conflict at all, whether you were experiencing inner conflict or conflict within your relationships, within your family, especially with the 10 of Cups coming out right here. So this is like things just become a lot more smoother, a lot more harmonious, a lot more peaceful with 5 of Wands in reverse and then the 10 of Cups right here. So you guys are going to be able to, during the spring season at some point, be like, this Chariot in reverse, it led me to exactly where I'm supposed to be at. And a lot of you hearing that right now, that may bring you a sense of like calm and ease. So like I said, if it triggers you, that's not my goal. That's not what I'm trying to do. Hopefully it doesn't, but if it does, like I said, this just might not be the reading for you, because a lot of you that are meant to hear this, it's like, that's going to like really set in your spirit in a way that's very calm and very peaceful. So there's a sense of like, I want everything that I went through to have meant something. I cannot have this Chariot in reverse moment or experience have been in vain. I can't have that. I want it to lead to greener pastures, to something that's better. A lot of you are in that headspace or in that energetic space. At some point you're open to the fact that it's like, this happened, Chariot in reverse, it happened. And it is what it is. I need this at least to have led somewhere better. And a lot of you are in that headspace, and that's why it won't be triggering to those of you that are supposed to hear this message. And as well too, a big part of this part of the message is because of the Death card, and the Death card represents the inevitable. Why is that? Because death is a guarantee to all 3D living beings. We're all going to experience it. So this Chariot in reverse combined with death is saying some sort of difficult experience inevitably led you to this better place. And you see how the sun is peeking out in the background? The sun is peeking out in the background to say there's new life here. The vehicle to this new life, it looks scary. It's a damn skeleton on a pale horse. Shit looks crazy, right? So this Chariot in reverse moment for you guys, my pile threes, for most of you, it didn't just look bad. for you, it was bad. It caused a lot of endings in your life, but it was the vehicle that you had to take to evolve your reality. This is what the death card represents. It represents evolution for the better, positive progress and developments. It just doesn't look like it. So that's the energy that you are under for the spring season. It's your energetic forecast for the spring season. It's the energy that you're going to be working within. This is magical energy. Scorpio rules death card. Death is extremely magical energy, as well as the star card here. So in some ways, this energy is manifesting. For those of you in this pile, you may see, okay, I'm gonna tell you, you may see things break down around you during the spring season, especially the things in your life that are in need of some sort of update or renovation or maintenance. One thing for sure is vehicles, because the chariot is a physical vehicle. So think of the Egyptian pharaoh Tutankhamun. His chariot was in his burial chamber, a gold chariot. And so those were ancient vehicles used to get around, or they were used in battle and in war. And death is a symbolic or a metaphoric vehicle for transformation, kind of like a Merkaba. So on the material plane, for those of you in this pile that have a really old vehicle, you've been maybe using it to get around, you could see it break down during the spring season or leading to the spring season, and you are unable to fix it or to get it fixed, or it's broken down to the point that the money that you spend to fix it, it isn't worth it, or in some ways it would be more of a financial responsibility than just purchasing a new car outright. So definitely a new vehicle out of nowhere you could end up with the spring season. And again, the Tower card is not here. Tower card is like bang, just a lightning strike that comes out of nowhere. It's super unexpected. Chariot in reverse, theoretically, it has a lot of Tower energy, but it is not interchangeable. Chariot in reverse is like, yeah, I kind of saw that coming. So like, for instance, an old car finally breaking down. It is not out of the realm of possibility for some of you, because that car is really old, you know? So this spring season, the universe is damn near forcing, with death card, again, death card is all about the inevitable. So the universe is almost forcing a lot of my pile threes to release the old and to embrace the new. Whatever and wherever you have been for too long and have been trying to hold something together, chariot in reverse, star card right here, you've been trying to hold something together with like tape and glue. You know, you keep trying to like repair it. This spring season, especially with Saturn and Pluto both moving into brand new signs at the end of this month, Saturn ingress Pisces, Pluto ingress Aquarius. Those old things in your life being held together by like a single thread will come apart in some way, and you'll have to accept new into your life. Some of you guys don't like change, with the death card here being ruled by the fixed sign Scorpio, and as well as chariot as being ruled by Cancer. Cancer is not a fixed sign. Star card is ruled by Aquarius. That's a fixed air sign. But the chariot here is more so the more stubborn one actually in your reading, because chariot is ruled by Cancer. Chariot, Cancer energy showing up in reverse, it means that you have very strong sentimental attachments to things that are kind of past their expiration date. So it makes it more difficult for you to let go, even when something is really old, you know? And so like an old vehicle, for example, that you're emotionally attached to because you used to take road trips in it with your ex, you know, just an example. But a lot of old things that you were attached to will come apart in some way, making you embrace new. And these new things are going to reset your own vibration. That puts you, and it puts your energy in this space where all spring season you're gradually just opening up to new things, new experiences, and new places, especially new places with this death card right here. So Saturn, for a lot of you, is stepping into one of your fixed houses in your natal chart, one of the fixed houses in your natal chart. And the fixed houses are either the second, fifth, 8th, or 11th houses. For some of you, either Saturn or Pluto are entering those houses. It doesn't have to be for this reading to apply to you, but that's what I'm picking up here as the reader. Also, your safe zone. Your safe zone, your comfort zone is changing with this death card and the star here. And the scenario that keeps coming through is like your social group or your friend circle. Maybe some of you have had the same friend group that you've always had, and that's where you feel safe. Again, this spring season is working on forcing you out of that comfort zone with star and death here, because it's hindering you from what life could look like and the beautiful ways that life could evolve and change for you, and the life that you could live, which you will will never experience if you don't embrace new things or open up to embracing new things. So with 2 cards here indicating vehicles as well, there's some more travel here. And it looks like a lot of short distance travel. So maybe like road trips where you are going places only a few hours away. I see you guys doing that a lot more. If you are a Cancer or have very strong Cancer energy or are a Cancer rising, over on Patreon, I recently, maybe a week ago or so, I did a reading for each zodiac sign's forecast for the next 3 years with Saturn moving into Pisces. And a big message for Cancer risings was taking a lot more trips that are spiritually focused. So spiritual retreats, stuff like that. I'm getting a similar feeling here in your pile, but with the Death card, this kind of feels like some of you guys visiting places that are very symbolic for you, like they personally mean something for you. Lastly, too, Star is also the card of wish fulfillment with you guys. And it's funny because it's like you're not going to realize a wish was fulfilled or that you even wished for something until after it happens. So for example, let's just say, going back to that example, you love your old car because of that sentimental value and it breaks down and maybe you're really upset about it. But the way that the universe works things out for you with Star card and the Death card here, and it makes it so seamless for you to be able to purchase a new car, you end up realizing like, wow, I was missing out on this. Like this new car just drives so much better, or like now I have an amazing stereo system and built-in GPS. Like the universe has been trying to treat you for a long time, especially with Star card coming out twice, 10 of Cups, the Empress, and the 9 of Pentacles. It's been trying to treat you for a long time, but you've been reluctant somewhere to let go. Maybe you didn't think something was in your budget or a good move or a good decision, but you realize it after the Death card here. You realize it after you sort of experience these new things. Okay, so I've spent enough time on your tarot cards. Let's start getting some oracle messages for you. I'll just start with these. All right, let's see some astrological energies looking to your cosmic rewards and blessings. We have here solar eclipse revolution. Some of you around your solar return, some of you could be experiencing your birthday in the next few months here. So you could be like a spring baby, or just experiencing your birthday in the next 3 months. But with solar eclipse revolution, underneath the deck here we have Mars force. Like I said, Death card is ruled by Scorpio. Scorpio is ruled by both Mars and Pluto. And I kept referring to the Tower card. The Tower card itself is ruled by Mars. So force. There's going to be a lot of force when it comes to, and this could be talking a little bit about your Chariot in reverse now that I think about it, because the Chariot is a very it's a very autonomous sort of energy where it's like, because I want something, I'm going to go after it. So in reverse, it can sort of almost feel like things are happening to it and like it's not in control of things. Because as you can see, he's in control of this Chariot, right? So he is deciding where this Chariot goes. He's driving it. So with Mars force, and it did show up in reverse for you actually, with Mars force here, it could feel like I was talking about your entire reading, where things are happening to you, where it's like, okay, oh my God, my car breaks down and I love this car. It's got this sentimental value to it. I don't want to let it go. But these things are happening to you for you to be able to embrace getting a new car, or maybe like your home is like kind of falling apart and that's happening, so you guys can embrace getting a new home. This is very like Mercury retrograde type of energy here. Some of you guys, you could be Mercury ruled in some way, or like Mercury may have like a very dominant place in your chart. Mercury could be in like your 3rd house or your 6th house or your 1st house. It could even be in one of your fixed houses. Like I mentioned earlier, the fixed houses are the 2nd, 5th, 8th, and 11th houses. So that could be where your Mercury placement is as well. So around Mercury retrograde, which is actually happening within the next few months, around Mercury retrograde, you guys may see a lot of breakdowns, like a lot of breakdowns. You may see like car breaking down, something in your home breaking down. But again, this is so you guys can end up with brand new things, with brand new technology, with brand new appliances, a brand new vehicle. Maybe it's a brand new job, maybe it's a brand new relationship, and these things are going to work so much better and more smoothly in your life. 5 of Wands in reverse, like we saw with your clarifier cards here. So solar eclipse revolution, something wasn't revolving. It wasn't it wasn't revolving smoothly. And then also too, with solar eclipse here, this is talking about the sun being eclipsed by the shadow of the moon. And the sun, esoterically, or when it comes to astrological terms, can kind of represent our ego, kind of a little bit chariot energy. Again, the chariot is ruled by Cancer, which is ruled by the moon. But again, the sun solar energy is kind of like the things that we want, and the moon is sort of like things that we need. So when we have a solar eclipse and the moon, it actually eclipses the sun. It moves in between the sun and the earth, and it blacks out the sun. This is more so like our lunar energy blacking out our solar energy. When that happens, our moon lunar energy, our needs, it blocks out our solar sun energy, our wants. So again, this is that sort of force happening where you guys is more so like your wants get blocked out by your needs. So again, this is kind of like talking about things are breaking down around you guys, so you can actually tend to and get the things taken care of that you need to get taken care of. And it's going to lead to a more smoother sort of revolution where your life is working more smoothly. It's operating more smoothly. Okay, so again, just like really good news. It just might not look like it in the moment until you end up with those new things, and then these things in the past, you're gonna like, it's gonna be really funny how it's like you lose that sentimental value real quick once you experience this new stuff. Let's grab a power color for you. We have here blue. Activate your healing power. This is just healing power all day for you guys. Blue is also the color that it resonates with, I believe, the throat chakra. Yes. So there could even be some healing power coming to you guys as like throat area, the way that you vocalize, express yourself. Make sure that you're using healing words of power as well, because this is going to be your power color for the spring season. Underneath the deck, we have here amber. Awaken your creativity. So you guys' creativity is also getting awakened too over the spring season. That's just another blessing coming through for you guys. So the blessing is your creativity and your healing power getting awakened, because like it says here, you're activating your healing power. So the spring season is going to activate healing power, not just for you, but your life overall. Like I said, with like breakdowns and stuff like that happening for you guys, it may be happening quite a bit, or like in succession, where one thing breaks down after the other. But this is because the universe is literally, for my pile threes, focusing on activating healing power in your life overall. So this is why you guys are experiencing a lot of these breakdowns and stuff like that. Let's see. Let me grab some career cards for you guys. This is a chunk of cards that came out. We have arguments. See, there was some like arguments or something. That example that I used when it came to you guys is like finances or your job. That may ring kind of true for some of you, but that was like a chunk of cards. So let me keep shuffling. So let's see. Cosmic rewards, blessings, good news pertaining to pile threes, career, finances. Any improvements in this area? Okay, we have here options. Many opportunities are becoming available to you now, or flooded by too many ideas. Do not get stuck in doubt when an offer presents itself. Seize the moment, create multiple streams of income. Again, this is more options coming in. This is why things need to break down in your life, so more options can flood in, more opportunities can flood in. Again, like I said, your vehicle looks really crazy with the skeleton riding on a pale horse. It looks like the apocalypse. I mean, that's exactly what Rider-Waite Smith's inspiration was for the death card, was one of the four horsemen that that is talked about in the book of Revelation in the Christian canon. Is talking so it looks crazy, but this is so more options can come to you guys. Underneath the deck here, we have business. Do not be intimidated to enter the world of business. You've got this. Like I was saying with your Seven of Wands, this is like that motivation and power flooding back into you guys, where it's just like, you know what, I do got this. I can take this on. It says consider executive positions, becoming a CEO, or anything in the corporate world. Elevate your awareness and think bigger if you want different results. It's just time for you guys to think bigger. Underneath that was windfall. It's just time for you guys to think bigger. You guys have been sort of, like I said, holding on to these old things. It could even be that some of you guys were holding on to an old job or an old position, and the universe is like, no, we're trying to bless you with more money or a higher position or a better work environment or a better workspace or something like that, something that just works better for you. And you guys have been trying to hold on to something old, and it's been sort of blocking this new thing from coming in. Let's grab some other things that you guys could be seeing in terms of cosmic rewards and blessings for the spring season, the next 3 months. This business card is also talking about, okay, what gateway, illumination flipped over. I'm going to keep shuffling because all these other cards also fell out. But yeah, business could also be talking about the Nine of Pentacles came out in your clarifiers. Nine of Pentacles, Empress, Ten of Cups. So like I said, you guys have like a lot of, we have here simplicity. So life is going to get more simple for you. So like I said, a lot of you guys, you've been trying to hold something together in your life by like a thread, and maybe it's taken a lot of energy for you, maybe a lot of money for you, maybe just a lot more efforts than what you needed to put into it. So life is about to get a lot more simple. Like I was saying with your solar eclipse revolution, your life is about to start operating a lot more smoothly. And this is because of that simplicity card. And you know, death kind of represents simplicity, because it's like we shed this old body and we kind of re-embrace our light body, like our light body, because our light body is trapped in this like physical vessel, this physical body. So when we shed all that 3D stuff away, we resort back to our original light body. So you guys, in some way, you're shedding off the heavy stuff over the spring season, and your life is going to feel a lot more simple. It's going to feel like it's just operating so much easier for you. And then exactly, pleasure. This is what I was talking about with your Empress card that came out as your clarifier, as being ruled by Venus. She used the goddess of love, beauty, pleasure, satisfaction, things like that, opulence. So this is a lot more pleasure coming in. Like I said, the universe has been trying to treat you guys, but you've been like wanting to hold on to, and I get you, I feel you. I'm a doubly fixed person. Like I'm a Taurus sun, I'm a Leo moon. So I have a hard time embracing change and letting go, even when it's for the better. But, you know, once I do, I have never once regretted some sort of a change in my life, ever. Like in the moment, it's like there's a lot of anxiety and I'm freaking out a little bit. But after I adjust, it's like, oh my God, this is actually so much better. And this is what's coming in. More simplicity and more pleasure. Your life is going to feel more pleasurable, pile 3. See what other themes you guys could be experiencing in terms of your cosmic rewards, blessings, good news. We have envy and acceptance. 2 cards flipped over. I'm going to keep shuffling. If they want to be seen, if they were meant to, they'll come back out. But let's see. Okay, so we have here doubt. Didn't another one mention doubt? Where was it? Yes, this options card right here. Do not get stuck in doubt when an offer presents itself. Seize the moment. That doubt is coming from your Chariot in reverse, that past experience where you guys may have experienced some sort of failure or something to that degree. That's where a lot of your doubt is being sourced from, is this past experience where things maybe didn't work out, or they ended in a really difficult, painful way, maybe even an embarrassing way. Like I said, some of you guys, you could have actually blamed yourself for this Chariot in reverse, and that's where that inner doubt is coming from. That's why your 5 of Wands came out in reverse, one of your clarifier cards, just to say this inner doubt is really getting silenced or quieted over the spring season. Gradually, this doubt is going to sort of phase out, because with doubt coming out in your reading, which is all about positive developments in your life coming in for the spring season, this means that doubt is moving in a positive direction, where you guys, if you were hindered by doubt before, you're not really going to be moving into the spring season. Like it says here, I release the need to know all of the answers. So you guys are going to be trusting your intuition a lot more, kind of like solar eclipse revolution, where the sun, again, like I mentioned earlier, the sun gets eclipsed by the moon. So our moon lunar energy, which is our intuitive body, it's our intuitive self, our spiritual self, this most spiritual planet or object in astrology. When we're dealing with the moon, when it eclipses the sun, and we deal with a solar eclipse, this moon, this very wise, intuitive part of us, instinctual part of us, it eclipses, or it blocks out and it interferes our solar sun energy, which is all about like our ego and our conscious. So sometimes our ego and our conscious is where we get a lot of doubts and fears from, because it's a bit more logical and practical than our moon lunar energy. So this doubt getting washed out of the way for your spring season is another big cosmic reward and blessing coming from my pile threes. And for some of you guys, that's something that you've really been praying for and asking for, is like, release me of this doubt so I can move towards things that I really want to see happen in my life, so I can see these manifestations come into my life. Underneath the deck here, we have service. I feel good when I can help others. Some of you guys are meant to help others. That could be what your options card is talking about, even your business card here. Some of you guys, you may want to start a business where you are able to service and help others. And it says you also feel good when you help others. Like I said, there's something that you guys is coming into your life that makes you feel really excited about the future. And it could even be maybe developing some sort of a business that makes you guys feel really good about being in this business or something. Maybe it's because you guys get to help other people and it's something that you really enjoyed, something that you've maybe always wanted to do. And then we also have blue, activate your healing power right here. So this could be you guys, maybe some of you guys are meant to be healers. Maybe you guys resonate with being a healer to some degree. And if that's the case with this service card right here, you guys may really get into that. Let's get one final message here from your spiritual team, because I've spent too long on your messages. Underneath the deck, we have Ojas or Ojas. I don't know if I'm saying that right. I'm sorry if I'm not. And then we have the card that came out in reverse is Dharma, I believe. So I'm going to read this one out of the book. Okay, and Dharma, the card of spirituality, is about your highest purpose. So you guys are moving into your highest purpose this spring season. This is why you guys had to go through this Chariot in reverse. And this is why you guys are going to feel like this was necessary, this was needed, or I'm so happy with where I'm at right now, because you're going to feel as though you are living your highest purpose this spring season. I'll read the reversal meaning first because it did come out in reverse, but the reversal meaning here says, perhaps you need a reminder of the very important role that you play in the universe. You were born with unique gifts that only you can share in your individualized way. The world can only come into balance when everyone rises up into their Dharma role, and that begins with you. Take a step back, look at your life. Is each day bringing you closer to your highest purpose, or have you lost sight of what is? Remember, your Dharma role is so much greater than just you. When you do not rise up, the whole world misses out. We need you. You guys are going to be feeling like you are giving back in some way. You're going to feel very fulfilled with this new purpose that you move into. This is why this Chariot in reverse was like, it's going to be something that you guys end up looking back on and being like, almost in a sense, like I'm happy where I'm at now, whether you feel like this was worth it or necessary or not. The upright meaning of this card says, congratulations, you are on your path to fulfilling your highest purpose. You have recently unraveled deeper insight into why you were put here on this planet. Exactly. This is that Chariot in reverse, and are ready to share your gifts in a bigger way. This is that service card right here. It says you have realized that the obstacles you have faced were given to you for a reason. Exactly. With your Chariot in reverse, like maybe not worth it, but I'm cool with where I'm at now. It says, and have provided you with the strength that you needed to show up as your highest self. So this strengthened you guys, this Chariot in reverse experience. It says the universe is ready for you to rise up into your Dharma role to uplift the vibration of this entire planet. Continue to listen to the whispers of your soul. Beautiful. And pile 3, this is all that I'm saying for you guys. Thank you so very much for tuning in. Let me take this time to thank your guides, my guides, our higher self, an amazing spirit for these messages, since these messages come from them, not me. But other than that, you guys, please stay safe, healthy, blessed, keep conquering the world. I hope to see you guys sometime soon, and have a beautiful spring season. Bye, you guys. All right, pile 4, welcome to your reading. So we're starting off with your tarot cards, then I'm going to be pulling additional oracle cards to check out the cosmic rewards, blessings, and good news on the way to you this spring season. And here in the Northern Hemisphere, we are moving into the spring season, or the spring equinox, at the end of this month. But no matter where you live in the world, this reading will apply to the good news and blessings and cosmic rewards coming to you very soon over the next few months. So some positive ways that your life is changing in the next few months. Let's get started. Very first card that we have for you is the Devil in reverse. Then we have the Emperor, also in reverse. And then we have the Queen of Wands. I feel like your segment energy is like activated. Okay, pile 4. You were definitely being released from something that maybe you've been wanting your freedom from for a while, and it does feel a little bit bittersweet here. The Devil card for me anyways, is like one of those cards in tarot where he hardly ever has good meaning or a good vibe, because it's a hostage situation when it comes to like desires and wants and the pleasures of life. And these things should never trap us, but they should liberate us in some way. So it's a bad deal essentially when for me anyways, when I see the Devil card. I can't necessarily remember a reading clearly where the Devil card has appeared and I got like a good vibe from it. Not me anyways. Talking about your energy or story leading up to this spring season for you, or the next few months, because these reversals here, the Devil and the Emperor in reverse, feels like past energy. And this Devil card situation was giving you guys possibly like a sense of like fake security. Especially with your Emperor here also in reverse. So, and you know how like anchors, they secure things in the water, but they can also drown you at the same time. So there's a proverbial anchor that at first, some of my pile 4s, you may have thought that like you had some control over it, or you didn't see what was at the source of it until later on. And then you realize that like something's been lying or faking or feigning innocence. Something or someone could have pretended to be a friend or a trustworthy person or loyal or good for you. And before you realized it, the truth of the matter, something in a sense may have made you feel like you were robbed of your innocence, or like something took advantage of your trust or undermined you in some way. And this Emperor in reverse for your pile specifically is talking about someone or something attempting to sabotage you or your position in life or the things that you have. So however something presented itself to you, it wasn't the reality with this Devil in reverse right here. The only credit that I can give the Devil card is that everyone sort of knows what's good when we're looking at the Devil card upright. Everyone consents to relinquish some of their freedom to the Devil when it's upright. In reverse, this is someone who doesn't think that they can approach you honestly about their true intentions. So they could have attempted to trick you into submission or consent. Very nasty energy. So with that out of the way, getting to your rewards and cosmic blessings, because that's what we're looking into. So even your Devil in reverse and your Emperor in reverse, it all means something good and positive for you. So this spring season, or over the next few months, this Queen of Wands is a power awakening within you because of the situation over here. It was kind of like a catalyst to your Queen of Wands energy. So this Devil and Emperor in reverse, it caused your Queen of Wands to wake up. So there's some sort of trade-off happening energetically where, because you felt like your power was taken somewhere with the Devil and Emperor in reverse, it awakens this other power within you with the Queen of Wands. There is a little bit of revenge here. I'm not going to front. Your energy with this Queen of Wands really comes alive in a way to almost like spite this situation over here, and you do it with style. So this feels like a past situation with Emperor and Devil in reverse, like I said. So some of you have been practicing this idea of fake it till you make it, and you won't have to do that this spring season. I don't know if some of you thrive under pressure, or when there's like competition, or when you have a challenge to confront, but it feels like you got activated all day by the situation right here. Some of you may have been betrayed by a friend, or maybe a lover, or maybe both, maybe two people in general, with this Devil in reverse right here. And you may have taken a hit to your confidence because of that, but that is coming back for you. A lot of confidence is coming back for you. A reason to feel proud of yourself is really coming back to you this spring season. Let me just see what your Queen of Wands could be talking about. See if I can get a little more specific. Is that the Hierophant? Another card flipped over. I'm gonna keep shuffling. You have the Queen of Wands. We got the Chariot. Yeah. Okay. Wheel of Fortune. What else flipped over? Oh, look, the Emperor coming out again. Tower in reverse. Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Lovers underneath the deck. Lovers in reverse. So yeah. Lovers and the Devil card, they're very similar in the sense that you have this couple, but in the Lovers card, they are being graced in a way by an Archangel Raphael. And in the Devil, obviously, you have this couple whose chemistry, their connection is ran or governed by the Devil. So these are very different connections. So with the Lovers being in reverse underneath the deck here, put a card over it. We also had the Chariot come out for you, the Wheel of Fortune, Tower in reverse, Ace of Pentacles in reverse, and the Emperor coming out again, but upright. So when I clarified your Queen of Wands energy, now your Emperor came out upright. And we also have the Chariot. Chariot is the card of victory. It's the card of triumph. It's the card of I get what I want. Ultimately, I will get what I want, and I do. So it's a card that's really ran off of willpower and faith within itself. Then we have the Wheel of Fortune, the luckiest card in tarot. This is all about the wheel moving in a positive direction when it comes up upright. In reverse, it can talk about you don't really know how the wheel is going to land or where it's going to turn out. Then we have the Tower in reverse right here. So there is some sort of, especially with the Ace of Pentacles in reverse, there's a blessing in disguise kind of with this Devil in reverse and this Emperor in reverse. The Tower upright, it actually talks about a powerful moment, a shocking moment where a lot of destruction happens because this lightning bolt, it strikes this tower specifically and the tower comes crashing down. So in reverse, this can talk about an inside job. It can sort of talk about like something happened in these walls where something, instead of a lightning bolt from the outside striking the tower, something explodes from the inside and this tower comes crashing down, kind of like what we see here with your Devil in reverse and the Emperor in reverse. Ace of Pentacles in reverse, it talks about, again, a blessing in disguise. Like I said earlier, there was almost like this energetic trade-off where this happened in order to awaken your Queen of Wands energy. Whether you are male or female, it doesn't matter. Your Queen of Wands energy is basically our willpower expressed through the feminine aspect. And when we're dealing with the feminine aspect, she attracts and absorbs and shapeshifts. So she is able to be whatever it is that she needs to be when we're dealing with queen energy in tarot. Now, if this was the King of Wands, this is more so like a specific target. This is that wand fire energy, specifically like targeting one thing. With the Queen of Wands, this is more so like a overall vibrational shift or a vibrational sort of deal that happens when overall our vibration or conscious finds a new motivation. And I feel like that's what happened here with this Chariot and this Wheel of Fortune right here, especially too because the Queen of Wands is a high-powered energy. She really does get active when there is something to confront, being that she rules the wands. So this is strong motive or motivation and determination. This is your willpower being so triggered that a lot of what you have been focused on is feeling good and alive within yourself, or even by yourself, feeling good by yourself. So some of you left a job possibly, and because things ended in a shady way, you said, I'm going to create my own success. This could have been a relationship that ended in a shady way where you said, I'm going to make my own happiness. As Queen of Wands, and spring season is a lot of my pile fours, focusing on getting to a place where nothing or no one can ever interfere with you and your happiness or your motivation to live a good and happy life. You're creating a life or a reality where you are very focused on you and what makes you happy right now. A lot of this energy as well, with this Queen of Wands here being the only card upright for you, is like almost like this the saying or the idea of like it's lonely at the top. So there could have even been people that were really triggered by their own jealousy and envy when it came to you and the things that you had in your life. Like I said, with like the Emperor in reverse, it's kind of like sabotage. Tower in reverse is sort of talking about like an inside job where it's like maybe somebody that you trusted, they tried to blow shit up with this Tower in reverse right here. So a lot of you guys are just focused on you and what makes you happy right now. It will not be lost on a lot of you in this pile that are moving into the spring season alone because some past partnership or situation was extremely toxic, almost sociopathic for someone here. Not all of you, but for someone here, this Devil in reverse, if this is talking about like a person or relationship, something was diabolically off. Like, it was really bad. So this could have been someone that you ended up like finding out was a pathological liar. I mean, this upended what you thought you knew with this Emperor in reverse right here, as well as too with this Tower in reverse. Like it was like something that you had to maybe take some time to process and digest. So a lot of you in this pile, you don't have a desire to be back in this environment. You're ready to move on with this Wheel of Fortune Chariot right here. Emperor, you're ready to get settled in a completely new environment. So if this was like a relationship, for example, you may want to be single this spring season. You're ready to get like settled in this new lifestyle where it's like you're a single person now. If this was like a job, you may want to focus on traveling this spring season and taking time off or developing your own business. Like you guys want to get settled in a whole new environment. And this is you saying like, I want to be the only one for a little while that has access to even be able to affect or impact my vibration. So some of you may be taking a separation from someone for the time being. You just needed time to sort of sort things out, and you're getting offered that with this Queen of Wands right here. The more you focus on you, the more settled you are going to end up being this spring season, with the Emperor coming out upright when we looked into your Queen of Wands energy. So the more you look, the more you embrace your own self, your own Queen of Wands energy in this chapter where you're solely focusing on you. For most of you, your Emperor in reverse is going to flip upright. So some of you will end up taking some sort of a hiatus and getting exactly what you need out of it by feeling or realizing like, I feel much better without this attachment. Maybe you feel lighter without this anchor. And then kind of looking at this too, you are also betting on you or able to invest in yourself and your own interests this spring season with Ace of Pentacles in reverse right here, focusing a little bit more on that card. So you are down one major responsibility or a handful of responsibilities with Emperor in reverse, the Father of Tarot. And what is father energy? It's a provider. And so in reverse, along with the Devil in reverse with your main cards here, this is saying that during the spring season, some sort of responsibility that you may have shared with someone else, you are being released or freed from. And now you get to spend that extra time, money, resources, or energy on yourself with this Queen of Wands here. And so this is your energy only being spent on you for a little while with the spring season, or at the very least with Emperor coming out upright as a clarifier to your Queen of Wands. This is additional help, support, or resources coming in that eases up the things that you are responsible for. So this could also be a new wardrobe too with your Queen of Wands. We got to talk about it. You may get more notice for your physical appearance this spring season. Devil in reverse can sometimes on a physical level talk about shedding excess weight or some really bad, unhealthy, toxic habits. So some of you this spring will be getting into great physical shape or really taking care of your body, getting a lot healthier, releasing toxic habits. If you notice any sort of like yo-yo patterns as well, like with your health or finances or relationships, things break all the way down with this Emperor in reverse, so you can create security with Emperor upright as a clarifier to your Queen of Wands. Devil in reverse is also talking about less substances if that's been an issue for you, or if you've been using substances to escape a toxic situation, to sort of medicate, self-medicate in some way. This is you not relying on those things anymore in order to deal with life. So Devil in reverse is saying in spring, you're creating a life that you do not have to escape from, especially with Chariot and the Wheel of Fortune coming out as your clarifiers. So if any of my pile fours want to get into social media as well, like on a serious level where you are making money from it and it becomes your actual main source of income, spring is a time to get into it big time, with the Queen of Wands clarified by the Emperor upright, Chariot, Wheel of Fortune, Ace of Pentacles in reverse. A lot of you as well are dropping a bad partner heading into spring and ending up with the right partner this spring season, whether romantic, business, platonic, for your Emperor to come out twice, once in reverse and then upright. Some of you may adopt a new pet as well. It could be like a kitten, with this black cat here on the Queen of Wands. And someone in this pile, you may even create like an all women's group or a community for something, or it may be like women focused, like feminine energy. So let's say, for instance, like you start your own business, you may only hire women, and it's a really positive, good, healthy environment, very creative environment, a very focused environment too. Like you guys are getting business done because like the energy is so like creative, and it's so high energy, and it's very optimistic, and people are really excited. So a lot of you will share a similar background as well, and having come from a devil in reverse toxic situation. If you do end up creating some sort of like women focused like group or community or association or atmosphere for work. And then again too, with your wardrobe keeps coming through. I don't know if someone here, you know how we all like, we have our little quirks, our little thing, our kinks. Someone here is really into shoes. Someone in spring will be building a wild ass shoe collection. Some of you could as well be building like a closet, or maybe you get a bigger place, or someone moves out and you convert that extra space into like a closet. And this is like your magical space. Like this is where you love to spend your time in the spring season. So some of you guys will be doing a lot of that as well. Just like doing something to your home, spicing up your home in a way where it's like you enjoy your home space a lot more. So maybe you're changing out like your couch, or getting new furniture, or you're really decorating your home space in a way, for some of you, where it's like you love your being at home. You may even have a hard time like going to work. Like if you do get into this spring season, you may have a hard time like leaving your home, going to work, like being outside of your house. You may start hosting a lot of people in your house, because the Queen of Wands, she's a great hostess. Like she is a fun ass time. So you guys may get into like hosting, even if you're into like maybe the social scene, the party scene, networking, you guys may get into hosting. Queen of Wands is kind of like, if any of the queens in tarot was like a socialite, it will totally be the Queen of Wands. So some of you guys, you have that in your future, maybe starting off in spring. Some of you though, you have strong Pisces energy, or dominant Pisces, Neptune, 12th house placements, or Saturn is moving into some major houses for you. Maybe like your first, second, fourth, seventh, or maybe even 12th house for some of you. Because there could be some sort of revelation that happens with this devil in reverse right here. Pluto may be moving into those houses as well for you, because these planets are very big energy when we're dealing with Saturn and Pluto. Saturn spends around 2 to 3 years in each sign, and Pluto spends anywhere from 15 to 20 years in each sign. And they are both moving into new signs in this month, the month of March. So this is why your foundation is being so shaken up. Very big cosmic rewards for you is you guys feeling more enlightened, you guys feeling like you don't have to question who and what is around you anymore. Even if this was like a painful revelation, you guys are moving into a space, especially the spring season, where it's like you feel a lot more comfortable with being by yourself, especially if this means like this is a lot more of an honest space. I don't have to question who and what is around me. I don't have to question if they're loyal to me. I don't have to question what they're doing behind my back. I don't have to question anything. And that's what a lot of your Queen of Wands is talking about as well. No more questions, no more suspicions, no more paranoia, no more sort of like intuitive sort of triggers or gut feelings that you may have been dealing with for a little while with this devil and this Emperor in reverse, where something about you didn't feel settled in this past situation. Like I said, whether this is a relationship, a partnership, a job, an environment, a home, your finances, whatever it is, you guys' gut feeling was going off for a little bit with this devil in reverse and this Emperor in reverse right here. And finally, there's some sort of revelation where it's like, oh, that's why I wasn't feeling good about something. Like you may have had your suspicions that something or someone was toxic, and then you got clarity on that. And now you're like, you know, you're doing what you have to do to put yourself in a position where you don't have to question. You're building a sort of life where you really don't have to question who and what is around you anymore. That's one of the biggest cosmic rewards for you, is just feeling more enlightened, your energy not feeling so weighed down or feeling defeated or inferior or taken advantage of. You are going to feel so strong this spring season. Like, I'm not just doing okay, but I'm doing a lot better without this situation and this toxicity in my life. Some of you may have been worried about, you know, like, what will life look like if this doesn't work out over here in the spring season, you'll realize that life looks and feels better. It looks and feels like how it should with this Queen of Wands. So you guys may feel like during the spring season, like this is how life is supposed to feel. This is how my life is supposed to look. So, and this is why your Queen of Wands showed up here, where it's like you're very comfortable on this throne. So it feels more hopeful, like you can see the light at the end of the tunnel again. So this is the end of a dark night of the soul experience for some of you. If you resonate with that, like if you feel like I totally went through like a dark night of the soul chapter, especially with this Queen of Wands and her sitting on this throne with this black cat. So this is feeling triumphant over something dark, depressive, or maybe you would describe it as evil or difficult, especially with the Chariot here, Wheel of Fortune, Tower in reverse. So this is you guys feeling a lot more settled, especially with the Emperor coming out upright, describing your Queen of Wands right here. Now that you guys have sort of let go of some sort of attachment that wasn't right, or maybe a partnership, whatever this was that wasn't right, because it's going to be different for each of you. But whatever this was that wasn't right, it was toxic. Something or someone was a lot. They were not who they tried to present themselves as when it came to you. This is definitely feeling like you triumphed over a dark chapter, a dark period. And you're going to feel that way this spring season. So some other physical rewards coming through. A lot is coming through for you, but some other things that's also coming through for you too. Before we get to your oracle cards, some physical rewards coming to your 3D reality, besides a little sweet revenge here, is career and finances with the Devil card, and ownership as well with the Emperor card. So you guys may even be, there could even be somebody or something in your life, whoever it was that may have been a liar or lying to you. They may take ownership of things that went sour or things that went bad or what they tried to do in that sense, as well as too, there's ownership here. Like you guys could become like the sole owner of something this spring season. So you could like win full custody if you have been involved in some sort of a battle like that, and I've been trying to prove that like your kids are in a safer, more secure position with you. Someone that you were involved with in some way with this Devil card right here, they may lose their part or their half of something, and they have to hand something over to you entirely. So some of you have been fighting for something for a while. In this spring season, you're awarded total ownership. Maybe it's a home or some sort of property or finances. I keep feeling like someone tried to push or shove you out of a partnership or agreement or something that you went into with another party, and they tried to take something from you. And I feel like you guys, you essentially you get your lick back, like the tables turn on someone or something that really tried to do you dirty. And I cannot lie, one of your biggest rewards this spring season is karma having your back and things working out for you and you ending up with the last laugh. Now listen, if you are super evolved past this devil situation and you're like, I'm not interested in any get back or revenge, then that part of the message is irrelevant for you. And just know that whatever you survived or got through, it ended up working out for you. But for those of you in this pile that don't mind some cosmic backup and confirmation that not even justice is here, because justice is balance. This Queen of Wands for you, especially with the Emperor coming out upright to clarify the Queen of Wands. Then we have the Wheel of Fortune and the Chariot over here. This is not justice coming through to balance. This is talking about you ending up with more than whatever this party ended up with. So this is you ending up better and someone or something else ending up worse this spring season. So let me just start pulling some oracle cards to see what other blessings and rewards and good news you're in for, because I cannot get away from this idea of like revenge with your tarot. Like it just keeps coming through as like sweet revenge. All right, so let's grab a astrological energy for you. Cosmic rewards and blessings, good news coming to pile 4. Okay, we got what? Jupiter abundance, Jupiter return benefits. Wow, this is all Jupiter energy for you. Abundance and benefits. So this is like whatever this devil in reverse situation was, it's bringing abundance and benefits in for you. The other cards that slid out face down. But we have here 9th house faith, Leo, I will. This is that This is that Queen of Wands energy. Then we have Black Moon, Lilith, mystery, and then Libra, I balance. Yeah, this is like the scales getting balanced for you guys. Leo, I will. This is you guys' willpower coming back alive. Black Moon, Lilith, mystery. Black Moon, Lilith can talk a lot about. Black Moon, Lilith is actually right now in the sign of Leo. But yeah, Black Moon Lilith, it talks about things that are kind of hidden. It talks about rebellion. It talks about even revenge in a lot of ways. Then we have here ninth house faith. Faith, this is you guys' faith getting reignited. This is you guys' faith coming back. Ninth house faith is also ruled by Jupiter. That came out twice for you. Jupiter return benefits and Jupiter abundance. We also have here Capricorn IUs underneath the deck. So this is, and Capricorn it rules the devil card over here. So this is you guys. Some of you guys were actually used for your benefits. Somebody tried to use you because for some of you, somebody tried to use you for maybe your money or your position in life or something like that. Somebody that was maybe worse off than you. And they tried to get a come up. It didn't work. So Capricorn I use is talking about these blessings, benefits, and abundance coming to your Capricorn energy. Capricorn rules the top of the astrological chart. So this is the highest point in the chart. So this is our highest aspirations and goals in life. So this is where a lot of you guys' benefits and abundance is striking in the spring season would be your career and your money and things like that. But a lot of Jupiter energy. Jupiter also rules the Wheel of Fortune card, which did come out to clarify your Queen of Wands. And that's all about good luck. It's lucky energy. It's fortunate energy. So benefits and abundance coming in. Whatever it is that you may have felt like you lost or was taken from you, you're getting more of that coming. You're getting more of what you lost this spring season. Let's get a power color for you. Okay, so we have here strengthen your faith. Didn't we see faith? Yeah, ninth house faith also came out for you. So this is strengthening your faith. What you guys have gone through, something about this had to strengthen your faith. I feel like it was faith in yourself, especially with your Queen of Wands. Like I said, this is like your Sekhmet energy, like getting totally activated. So I feel like it was faith in yourself. I feel like this situation made you guys believe in yourself so much more strongly. Like whatever was supposed to have broken you, it made you feel maybe more powerful or even strong, or increased your faith in yourself, because maybe all you had to depend on for a little while there is yourself. Or right now that could be the situation that you're in where it's like the only person I really can depend on is me. Then we have here white, lighten up. So white and lilac are your power colors moving into the spring season. So lighten up here is kind of like this Queen of Wands energy where there's more light coming into your life. And then lighten up too is talking about you guys again being out of this dark chapter, being out of this like dark night of the soul chapter where your life, it actually becomes illuminated. It seems like it's lightening up a lot, like that light at the end of the tunnel is back, like I mentioned earlier. So this is what is helping you guys strengthen your faith, because it's like now you can see that light at the end of the tunnel, getting out of the situation, which wasn't easy for a lot of you. Let's see what cosmic rewards, blessings, good news we have coming to you for your career and finances. Was this already, I don't know if this was already turned over. Work Smart here says, are you making it harder than it has to be? Sometimes the solutions are that simple. Perhaps it's time to clean house personally and professionally, to start with a clean palette. Stick to basic needs when it comes to spending and put some money aside. This is that devil in reverse right here, but let me keep shuffling because I don't know if that might already been turned over from another pile and I just didn't see it. So let's try to get, if it's meant to be out here, it'll come back out again, but let's see. See? It was meant for you. Like I said, if it was meant to come out, it'll come back out again. Work Smart was actually meant for you guys. So this is you guys working smarter, not harder, because whatever this devil emperor in reverse situation was, it was causing you to have to maybe put more effort into your work, or it was causing you to have to work harder in a way, and not necessarily for your benefit. So that's kind of what your Jupiter, both these Jupiter cards are talking about, where the cosmos has sort of gotten this devil and emperor in reverse energy out of your way. So you don't have to work as hard, because there was something here where you might not have noticed that there was like, you may not have noticed that maybe somebody, like, let's just say if someone, for instance, was like taking from you and you didn't notice it, and you were just like, man, like, I have to save even more money because our money's getting drained somehow. Maybe you didn't notice until like later. Just an example, maybe you didn't notice until like later on, like somebody was taking money. So this is kind of like, in a way, especially if this was like a business partnership or something, the fact that you're doing things on your own, you may have always looked at that as like, that would not be me working smarter. That would be more difficult on me, like working or being a business owner alone, if I freed myself of this partnership. But actually, you guys being freed of some sort of partnership or connection or attachment is going to make work feel a lot easier for you guys. It's also going to bring in more benefits, abundance, and opportunities for you, with Jupiter coming out twice, Wheel of Fortune coming out, Chariot coming out. Underneath the deck here, we have outlook. Improve your relationship with money to help grow your wealth. You may have conflicting values that impose negatively on your values around money. Change behavior and develop better money habits. Yeah, this is that Queen of Wands right here. Wands rules our conscious. It rules our perspective. It rules the way that we see things and see life. So this is you guys' outlook on your financial and your professional situation totally changing around, because again, you sort of shed or let go of this bad apple, whatever this is over here, with that devil in reverse energy, emperor in reverse. Especially if this was like a partnership, this emperor in reverse is like, somebody may have tried to like convince you that, yeah, I'm a boss, or I don't know, like they just weren't whoever they said they were. They weren't no emperor. You were an emperor, and you just weren't equally aligned with someone else. You were actually, hate to say it, but you were actually better than someone else. And this is why you had to be sort of like freed of that. Some other blessings is flow. Things are going to be flowing a lot easier for you this spring season. This is that Jupiter return and Jupiter abundance cards right here. So Jupiter return benefits, Jupiter abundance, and the Wheel of Fortune coming out for you. This is talking about things flowing a lot easier for you, and fulfillment, more fulfillment coming in. This may have to do with you guys' work for sure. Your work, your finances, your career. More fulfillment when it comes to your work and finances, how you make your money, how you're spending your money. It's like more fulfilling. So this new spring season is going to feel fulfilling for you. It's going to feel like you're doing things that you want to do, and that the energy that you put into other things is actually giving back to you in some way, instead of you just being like I feel like this devil in reverse was almost like a puncture wound, almost like where something was just sort of draining. And I feel like with this fulfillment, you're getting filled back up this spring season. And that's why I'm saying, like, it's not like this is justice where it's like balance coming in. This is like, no, you're getting replenished. So it's almost like an imbalance, and with how much you're going to be getting replenished this spring season, because maybe that's how much you were drained, or some of you may have been taken advantage of like that much. Let's see what other themes in terms of good news and blessings and rewards are hitting pile 4 this spring season. We have here discipline in reverse fell on top of your Queen of Wands too. It says, I can accomplish what I set my mind to. Boom. This is your Queen of Wands right here. Like I said, this is you guys' willpower coming in full throttle. Your Sekhmet energy is totally activated. And this is why I kind of picked up for some of you, you may be like, you may thrive in situations where there's like pressure, or maybe like a lot of competition, or like you have to confront some sort of a challenge. You guys may thrive in those sort of situations. And so it's because it's like something woke up in you once this happened. And then we have your imagination underneath the deck. I embrace and nourish a creative aspect of my mind. This could be this Queen of Wands right here, because the Wands energy, it does talk about like a lot of creativity or a lot of creation energy, because the Wands is very masculine energy, and it's that masculine form of creation. Like, it's not just feminine energy that creates, but also masculine energy, and they're both needed to actually produce things. but I feel like with your wand energy here, there's like some sort of motivation to get back into like your creative energy and to use your imagination in order to build the life that you guys are building or want to build this spring season. So I feel like imagination is also saying this spring season, you guys are going to be living a life or reality or building one that's like from your imagination. It's coming from your third eye. So maybe you guys dreamed of for a long time or fantasized about for a long time, especially with Devil in Reverse, because it can talk about a little bit of obsessive energy. Maybe you guys used to dream of and fantasize about, man, one day, like for example, when I own my own business, and that's something that actually happens this spring season. So whatever it is that you used to sort of generate in your third eye and in your mind and used to fantasize about or imagine about, that actually has a massive probability of happening for you this spring season. Because we had the Lovers card come out for you as a clarifier, let me just pull a relationship card. Okay, so we have here, should I stay? Some of you guys are trying to figure out, should you stay in this Devil card in reverse situation? Then we have gate closed, it's not the right time. Some of you guys are deciding something isn't this partnership isn't the right time, this relationship isn't the right time. Some of you are choosing to let go of a partnership or a relationship that's romantic in nature. So maybe they can go off and mature or work on themselves, because now's not the right time for maybe you guys to be together, or maybe now's not the right time for you guys to stay in this relationship or to be in a relationship in general. It might not even be a toxic situation. It's just that like for you guys, you may realize like, for me being in a relationship right now, it's not a good idea for me. It's kind of toxic for me because I need to focus on me with this Queen of Wands right here. So that could be something that you guys are deciding. Underneath the deck, we have wedding bells. So this could even lead to you guys actually finding the person of your life and finding the person of your dreams, or at some point in the spring season, some of you guys, you may actually be getting married with wedding bells right here, or committing yourself to somebody long term for wedding bells to come out. So some of you guys may be deciding like, should you stay in a certain relationship? Others of you are deciding, should we get married right now? Or this could be a gate that you're closing to marriage, where it's just like, we cannot get married right now. I'm not ready for this sort of commitment right now. And it may feel like a very difficult decision, because maybe you know on some sort of level that you need to focus on yourself, or maybe you're trying to focus on your finances, or maybe your health, or maybe your education, or something else, maybe even your family or your own personal life. And you just know like, now is not the time right now for this sort of commitment, or now is the time for me to move forward with this commitment. Again, it'll be different for you guys, depending on where you're at in your own personal life. This may also be talking about, for some of you with wedding bells right here, you closing the gate to one connection that's just like, maybe it's toxic, maybe it's on and off. With this Devil card here, maybe there's some sort of codependency with the Devil in reverse, Emperor in reverse. Maybe it wasn't allowing you to branch out and find your own individuality and independence with the Emperor and the Devil in reverse. Maybe you guys closing the gate to that one connection in that one situation, maybe it leads you to finding somebody in your life where you're like willing to get married and you're willing to maybe make like a commitment to them. So it could be that too with the should I stay card. Maybe you guys are deciding, should I walk away? And again, it could feel like a little bit of a gamble, because it's like, if I walk away from this, I might not be able to come back. I might not be able to return. And that could be something that's sort of keeping you guys in this position of like, well, what should I do? Should I go? Should I stay? And not really knowing what to do. But you guys, again, you guys focusing on yourself with this Queen of Wands right here, focusing on your own happiness and fulfillment, is going to flip your Emperor card upright, where you end up finding someone marriage material, whether it's a person that you're with right now, somebody that you reunite with, or a brand new situation, if that's what you're interested in, is a committed relationship. And let's get a final message here. Especially with strengthen your faith, this lilac card right here. Strengthen your faith by, because you know, it takes a lot of faith to walk away from things that seem secure. That was the first message that I got for you guys, was that something, this Devil card in reverse is sort of like fake security. And so it takes a lot of faith to walk away from something that we know isn't right for us, and taking that risk of like, am I going to find this again? Am I going to find a substitute? Am I going to find something better? That takes so much faith. But you guys doing that, again, it's going to flip your Emperor card upright. And that may be one of the ways that you guys are strengthening your faith. And the card that came out for you is we have Kappa, I believe, maybe, or Kapha. I might be pronouncing that wrong. I'm sorry if I am. And then underneath the deck, we have here Ojas or Ojas, I believe. So I'm going to read this card out of the deck. One second. And the upright meaning of this card, Kapha, I believe, it says the earthy dosha, grounding, nurturing, and heavy. It's an Ayurveda, I believe, card. And it says you are grounded into Earth's energy and carry its subtle calmness, which makes others naturally gravitate towards you. You bring peace, understanding, and comfort to your community and the shoulder anyone can lean on. You embody Earth's wisdom and are anchored to her vast life force. You may have created a life or are envisioning one. This is that imagination card that will bring you great contentment and stability. A true home. This is that Emperor card being flipped upright with your Queen of Wands here. A true home surrounded by people that you love. You do not need to search for more. The deepest peace you will find is where you are. Just remember never to become too attached to anything, as all is temporary. This is that Devil in reverse card right here. You guys getting away from anything that makes you feel as though you need it when you're sort of realizing the spring season, like, no, the only thing that I really need is myself and faith in myself, which strengthen your faith, the lilac card right here. The reversal meaning for this card says, has the earth energy left you feeling heavy? Devil in reverse, like I was talking about with the anchor, it says it's time to shake out of your kapha, I believe, rut. You may have gotten too comfortable where you are. Devil in reverse, Emperor in reverse, your home, your career, your relationships, your life goals. Try something out of the box. See bigger dreams for yourself. Let go of habits that are no longer serving you, such as emotional eating or looking back into the past. Replace refined carbs, sugar, and dairy with bitter vegetables, tart fruit, and rich spices. It is time to shed your old skin and reemerge as your highest self and fullest expression. This is totally that Queen of Wands energy here. But pile 4, this is all that I'm seeing for you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Let me take this time to thank your guides, my guides, our higher self, and amazing spirit for these messages. Hopefully you all come back to visit sometime soon. And until next time, please stay safe, healthy, blessed, and keep conquering the world. Bye, guys.